Okay, the channel is live. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Adventure on so many levels. We are going to draw steel.
Roar!
I am Christiana Ellis, and I am the Game Master. Tonight, we are playing MCDM's new TTRPG, Draw Steel, specifically the tutorial adventure, The Delian Tomb. With me tonight, Paul Weimer,
Hi there.
Nobilis,
Yo,
Dove Archambault.
Hi.
So, we were starting with the idea that we were going to do character building in this game, although we had previously done that once before with the playtest version of this game. And we had also done that a couple of times for other games. And I was thinking to myself, hey, this game has a tutorial adventure with pre-generated characters. What do you say we just try doing that and get a feel for how the game actually plays? And you all agreed, and so here we are.
Yep.
Excuse me, I'm coughing all of a sudden. Good thing I'm getting on a plane tomorrow.
Oh, fine.
So, there were 9 pre-generated characters to choose from. Just as at a very high level, how about each of you just tell me which pre-gen you picked and why you picked that one, and then we'll do proper character introductions in a moment.
I chose the High Elf Tactician because it sounded cool.
All right.
I-
Yeah.
I chose the Orc Conduit because how many clerks do I play in these games?
Yes. I chose the human talent because it looked cool.
Okay. Well, so I did ask for high level. I was thinking so when you say it looked cool, this is all 3 of you. What about it looked cool?
I just
Are you
looked
just talking
down the
about
list of
artwork, or-
words.
Okay.
I
yeah.
just looked down the list of words and was
Okay.
like, tactician. That sounds interesting. It's unlike what I've played in the past. So
Okay.
sure.
All
And I
right.
thought it also like occurs to me that Draw Steel is supposed to be kind of a bit more of a tactical game where, positioning on the battlefield
Mm-hmm.
and things like that are a little more important than how D&D can often be, which is run up and into a slugfest, and where you are doesn't matter quite so much unless the game master like arranges things that way.
Right. Yeah.
So so I figured that would be a good way to kind of engage the system on its like home turf.
Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, I'm reading through this stuff. There's lots of stuff about pushing and moving and weight, and so it kind of reminds me of like 4E in some ways where pushing and tactical maneuvering of people on the battlefield was paramount. But 5E kind of moved back away from it. This seems to be kind of harkening to that position. I also I don't play orcs or half orcs that often unless I'm GMing, so it's been a while since I played something like that. And so I was like, cleric plus orc? Okay. That seems like a combination I want to try.
And I looked on this one, saw like psionics and mental power, and just like that sounds fun.
Yeah. All right.
You
Cool.
can kill us with your brain.
I could kill anyone with my brain if I try.
Uh, so, I've already messed up by calling myself the game master, because in Draw Steel, the title is in fact the director. So, just so you all know, I am the director.
Okay.
The other thing that I'll just say right up front is that the Delian Tomb adventure, which is an addition. It's beyond. There's the core rule set, and then this is an additional piece that you could also buy in a package with the core rule set. But it's a separate purchase. But it's meant to be a tutorial adventure that's designed to just literally just read through it step by step, and it will just tell you everything to do. You don't have to have like read all of the rules beforehand. And so, just as a heads up, there's going to be a lot of reading rules from my part in this, because it's designed to give us teach us the game step by step.
Yeah.
So lots of reading in that regard. So for example, it says like advancing heroes. The first part of the adventure consists of 4 combat encounters, each of which introduces new rules so the players can learn draw steals slowly. Each pre-generated hero starts off simple and gains more features and abilities each time a new encounter occurs. By the end of part 1, each player will have a fully fleshed out first level hero they can use for the rest of the adventure. And so the players need only worry about the first encounter version of their hero for now. And I had seen that on the pre-generated thing, it did literally talk about encounter 1, encounter 2, and so on. So just to clarify, yes, only the first encounter stuff is what you'll deal with at first, but all of that is stuff that, in theory, a fully fledged level 1 character would be able to do. Let's see. There's a reference sheet that it says everyone should have. Let me see if there's I can get that all to you easily here. Reference, yeah. Okay, so I'm going to put this in the in our little Discord. And that's got glossary and a rules reference and everything. Although I suspect we won't actually necessarily need to look too much at that, but you have it now if you want to look at it. So we've got tokens. Each player needs the following dice. We're probably going to use our Roll20 dice here, but you would have 2 10-sided dice, 1 6-sided die, and 1 3-sided die, which we can roll manually in Roll20. Obviously, if you were at a table, you can roll a D3 by rolling a D6, and 1 and 2 is a 1, etc. All right, and we've got maps. So we're this starter map is not actually where we're beginning. We're going to have a little introductory scene here to set up the adventure, but that's kind of where we're at. I'm skimming through some of this other stuff here because we're doing I've set all of this up, and you all don't need to know all of this. This is some of it's just for me. All right, let's see. Okay. Kicking things off. You are a newly formed band of heroes who came to Broadhurst, a tiny village in the barony of Dalrath, in search of adventure. There are rumors of bandits on the road and monsters prowling the nearby Silver Wood. There should be plenty of people in need of help. You've just arrived in the sleepy farming village, but so far no one seems willing to offer you more than a mumbled hello. You're sitting in the common room of the Featherbed Inn, the only one in town. Across from you, a 20-something scowling human in gleaming plate mail chats with another human wearing robes who looks to be in her late 50s. I'd like each of you to introduce your hero, tell us your name, ancestry, class, and a bit about what they look like, their personality, and why they chose to become a hero.
Celerimar is a high elf tactician. He's outfitted in heavy armor that is what appears to be made of some kind of bluish metal of varying shades. He's got a bow strapped over his back and a sword at his hip. It's all of it is has the marks of elven craftsmanship, and he's here as a test of his newly obtained tactical acumen, and he's been sent out to to accomplish something and come back with a tale of his success.
Nice. Solaramar.
Okay, I'll go next. I am Tulu Nurthson. He is an orc. He is a conduit, which is kind of like a cleric. His career is disciple, which means he's basically a cleric of the god Grohl the One-Handed, who is the orcish hero of those facing impossible decisions. It's a god that wants his clerics to be out there and acting. Action is the defining characteristic of being a hero of Kull, not philosophy or poetry. It'd be out there and doing things and doing good for himself and for others in the name of his god. So he's like a wandering cleric hero, and so now he's teamed up with these two to do good in the name of Grohl. And I don't see on this sheet where it says actually what my armor looks like. So I don't, if I'm going by this image.
I think Nobilis was just describing the
Okay.
the image that came with the pre-gen, but
Okay.
you can
Okay.
you can alter that
Yeah.
if you like.
There's actually in my, you want to look, what you want to look for is the word kit in your sheet there.
Not all classes have a
Yep.
kit, although I think the conduit
Yeah,
does.
I do not have a kit. It does not see I have a
Okay.
kit. Okay, so anyway, basing on this image, he's got these spiky poltroons kind of orcish style. He's got a gnarled wooden iron staff. So he's not heavily armored, normal boots, but so he's not the tank that his companion is. From what I can tell, he's much more lightly armored. He has to be maneuverable to get to those in need and to smite evil.
All right. Tulu.
So,
Tulu, yep, Tulu.
so I am playing T, a human talent, and she is kind of lightish brown hair, gray eyes, and her and she doesn't appear to be wearing any armor. Her clothes look to be nice, if common, maybe with a slight flair that you might expect from a traveling entertainer. And she is out on adventure because her bosses told her to go to a particular place and await further instructions.
Okay. So I have already lost my place. Let's see. There we go. Gotcha. All right. So, yeah. All right. Sorry, I'm switching between like 5 different PDFs. Okay, so after the players introduce your heroes, give them the following information. So literally, this is how this adventure is written out. It has this level of detail. So the door to the inn slams open, and a wild-eyed woman in her late 30s, wearing a soot-stained apron with a large gash on her head, rushes in. She falls to her knees before the armored and robed humans. Please. My daughter was taken on the road by goblins. I know the Gilded Hand can help. The robed woman coldly says, We don't work for free. She and her armored companion leave. The bleeding, panicked mother turns to you, desperation on her face. I've nowhere else to turn. You must help me get my Violet back.
I think that sounds like a good use of my time. How about the two of you?
Yep, I stride over to the mother, put a comforting hand on her shoulder. We will find her. Where on the road was she abducted? We will go there at once.
thank you. I can show you. I can take you there. And I promise I don't have much in the way of gold, but I can craft you weapons or armor if you find plans for them and the materials. But I can offer you my skill if nothing else. But please come with me. I'll show
Okay.
you. It's in the silver wood.
We'll follow.
All right. So, as she leads you towards, out of the village and into the silver wood, which is in nearby forest, she is explaining, giving you more detail along the way. Violet and I were out looking for merchants bringing iron to Broadhurst. The delivery was late, and we thought that they might have gotten lost. It happens. And we were passing by an old tomb in the silver wood, some old place from long before my mother's time. We never go in. People say it's haunted. As we passed by, a band of goblins came out of nowhere and grabbed my girl. I fought tooth and nail, but then I saw them drag her into the tomb. But I can't swing swords, I just make 'em. The goblins gave me this gash on my head and left me for dead. When the coast was clear, I ran to find help. We've got to get my Violet back. And those folks that turned me down, they're part of the Gilded Hand. Those mercenaries came here from across Dalrath after stopping some cult, but no one can afford their help, so I don't know why they're here. So she's, explaining, but do any of you have other questions for her on the way?
Do you? I know you were injured in the fight. Did you see how many goblins attacked you and took your daughter?
Well, there were at least 4 or 5 that came upon us, but I wouldn't be surprised if there were lots more.
How were they armed?
Well, they had just swords, the ones that I saw, short ones. A couple of them had axes. Some seemed like they had bows, but they weren't using those on us.
Did any of them look like they could use magic or mind powers?
None of the ones that I saw, but I know that goblins are, are certainly capable of such things.
I looked to my other companions to see if they have other questions.
We seem to have covered things well.
Did they say anything that you were able to understand? Perhaps any names or...
It all happened so quickly. I was in a panic. Obviously, goblins can sometimes speak the common tongue, but if they were saying anything, I didn't understand it.
Reasonable. We will gladly do this deed for you.
Thank you. So as she continues leading you into the silver wood, let's see. After about an hour of travel through the birch trees of the silver wood north of Broadhurst, Ashley leads you off the road and down a small, overgrown footpath. She stops you just ahead of where the path opens into a clearing. A mossy stone doorway opens to stairs leading down into the earth. Deep carved letters at the top of the doorway announce the name Delius. Ashley, from the woods, points to the door and whispers, "That's where they took her." Let's see. Okay. So the. Okay. Now here's where, again, this is like instructions on the level of like people who may not have even played a role-playing game before.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm just going to reiterate, if this starts to feel too much, we can skip. But in the meantime, Ashley's warning is enough to make you all alert for danger as you head toward the tomb. It's time to make your first test.
Okay.
To make a test, roll 2d10 and add the results together. The higher the total, the better your hero is at accomplishing the task. Whenever you make a test or other kind of power roll, you also get to add one of your characteristic scores based on the test you're making. For example, you might use might to attempt might-based tasks such as climbing a wall or leaping over a chasm, and presence to influence other people with your force of personality. In this case, you're going to add your intuition score to the roll. Intuition represents your worldly experience, instincts, and senses. One more thing, check out your skills. If you have the alertness skill, you get to add an additional +2 bonus to the test result. Do any of you have alertness?
I do
No.
not.
I have high senses, which gives me an edge on tests made to notice threats.
Well, so note what we're looking at here is the skills section, which is
Okay,
the
yes, I
third
do have
little
alertness.
box.
I
Yeah,
do have
yeah,
alertness, yes. Okay.
great. Yeah, so in any case, so that means you'll have an additional +2 bonus for for this.
Okay.
Whenever you make a test, if you have a skill that you think applies, let me know. For example, if you're climbing a wall, the climb skill definitely applies. You
Mm-hmm.
can only apply one skill per test, and when you do, that test gains a +2 bonus. Skills are only applied to tests, not ability power rolls, which we'll learn about shortly. Add it all up. The total of the 2 10-sided dice plus your intuition score plus another 2 if you have alertness. So all of you should roll that now and tell me what you get.
20.
Oh.
That would be a total of total of 12. Wow.
I'm seeing 11 in the
I
D20.
didn't 8 the plus
Oh, you
plus
didn't
one.
add.
for
Okay. Oh, you didn't.
Yep.
I see. Okay. So we got a 20, an 11, and a 14, which actually is it's perfect in a way because it means that you each
All
got
the
one of
scales.
the 3 tiers of possible results. So every test has 3 possible outcomes. A total of 11 or less. I guess I see 11, but you actually got a 12.
I'm
So
okay.
nobody got.
I'm okay. Let's
No,
just
no,
going.
no. It's fine.
Okay.
It doesn't matter here. It was just for explanatory purposes, which we're explaining anyway. A
Okay.
total of 11 or less is the worst possible total you can get on a test. A total of 12 to 16 is the second best outcome. A total of 17 or more is pretty much the best. Tier 1, Tier 2, Tier 3. The severity of each outcome is determined by the test's overall difficulty. Sometimes getting an 11 or less will still result in you accomplishing what you set out to do, but it may cost you. Other times the result is a failure. It all depends on the task at hand. You won't always make tests as a group like this. It depends on who's tackling a task. In this case, the hero with the highest total determines the outcome for the group. So that's Solatero. What's the name?
Celerimar.
Solarimar.
Larimar.
So with a 17 plus tier, the heroes notice the goblins before the goblins notice them, and the heroes act first. So before you have entered the clearing here, let me make the tokens visible here. You spot. Oh, I didn't get both of them. Hang on. There are two goblins that are clearly supposed to be like hiding behind the tomb, but on guard
I've
duty.
like spotted a shadow.
Yeah, but they're like they look like they're maybe they heard a noise elsewhere and they kind of moved out of their hiding spots to look a little closer. And so you happened to catch a glimpse of the movement, and so from cover still, you all see that there are 2 goblins that are like guarding the entrance to the tomb here. And then so let's see. So that means that you have some ability to determine how you would like to proceed here.
What T would like to do is turn to Ashley. Said, what's her name?
Ashley is the woman whose daughter was kidnapped.
Yes. You then and is going to speak directly into her mind
Oh,
and say, "You've done what you can. Any further is putting yourself in more danger. Return to the inn, and we will return to you either with your daughter or with news of her fate."
she is startled and briefly alarmed at hearing your voice in her head like that, but she definitely recognizes that it's you and senses your
All right.
kind demeanor and like tear-filled eyes. She nods and kind of withdraws back into the forest.
And I'll just say to in turns to both my companions, "Shall we do this?"
I gesture to the to both my companions
Mhm.
and signal them to come around the tomb on the left while I distract them, and I'm going to go on the right.
Well, I
Okay.
can agree with that. I'll give a nod.
All right.
So
Um, so specifically per this adventure, the benefit that you gain from having noticed them first is that when combat starts, you just automatically will get to have the first turn. The way turn order works in this game, unlike you don't all roll for initiative. Instead, something will determine who goes first. In this case, your side goes first. But then once one of you has gone, I will choose one of the enemies to go, and then you choose one of your people to go, and back and forth until everyone has had a turn. No one can go more than once per round, but each side determines which order their parties go
The
in.
okay.
And so, hypothetically, let's say there's 3 of you and 5 groups of enemies. It would be you, them, you, them, you, them, them, if that makes sense.
Yep.
okay.
Right. Because, again, everyone has to go, can only go once per round, and the round is not over until everybody has gone.
Um,
Yes?
Christiana,
Mm-hmm.
I does for the range of abilities and such, does one tile equal
Yes.
one square equal one range? Okay,
Yes.
good to know.
Okay. So, explaining combat. I've set up the map to start with. You see 2 of these goblins right now. You suspect there are more. You have already heard that there was at least more than 2.
Yeah.
But just so you have that context. So combat takes place in a series of turns and rounds. During a round of combat, each creature in the combat takes a turn one at a time. Creatures act in alternating side order. So when your side, the hero's side, gets to act, you pick one hero from among you and they take their turn. After they take a turn, I get to pick a group of monsters and they each take a turn, and then play passes back to your side. And yeah, so the monsters will often be in groups. So like there might be a situation where you see 6 goblins, but it's actually 3 groups of 2. We go back and forth like this until everyone has acted. If all the creatures on one side have acted and the other side still has multiple creatures to act, those remaining creatures on that side can act in any order they choose. Once everyone has acted, a new round begins. Whichever side acts first during the first round of combat acts first in all subsequent rounds. To determine which side goes first, let's look at the outcome of the intuition test you just made before the fight. Since you noticed, let's see. Okay, yeah, that's instructions if we got a different result. So, but you're going first because you noticed.
Yep.
Once you determine which side goes first, have the players pick a hero to make the first turn. Yeah. And so that means it's the 3 of you. One of you will be the first to.
I'll go
act.
first.
Yeah, I think you should go first.
Okay.
Well,
Okay.
okay. Let's see.
All right. So when you know which creature is acting first in the combat encounter, well, so like, hold on, there's a bit more to read.
Okay.
So you can
Okay.
think of it, but on your turn in combat, you can take 3 different actions: a main action, a move action, and a maneuver. A maneuver. Anyway, in general, your move action is used to take the advance move action, which is available to all creatures. You can use this move action to move a number of squares equal to your speed in any direction, including diagonally. Your hero's statistics include a number of abilities, many of which are actions and some of which are maneuvers. If an action is listed as a free maneuver, then you can take it on your turn without it counting against the number of actions you can take. There's also a list of main actions and maneuvers any creature can take listed in the rules reference sheet. For example, anyone can use the knockback maneuver, which allows you to attempt to push a nearby creature. Take a moment to read over your various abilities and their action types. I'll discuss the other details after you've had a chance to review them. And so, and all of that is also true of the goblins, which I'm looking at. And so you note that the ones that are here have spears. Okay, and then after you look over your options, as you're looking over your abilities, pay attention to the various details. In addition to an action type, each ability has keywords listed at the top of the entry, like magic, melee, psionic, ranged, or weapon. The rules occasionally reference abilities with a specific keyword. You won't need to worry much about it in this battle. Each ability has a distance. Melee abilities are used within a short distance and include creatures you can touch with your body or weapons you are holding. Ranged abilities can be used at a farther distance. The number in this entry, such as melee 1 or ranged 5, tells you how far away a creature can be targeted with this ability. Some abilities affect an area on the map. These areas of effect are defined in the rules reference. Each ability also has a target entry that tells you how many and what kinds of creatures within distance you can affect with the ability. Then each ability has a power roll, an effect entry, or both. If the ability requires a power roll, it should tell you what to roll in addition to 2d10 and what occurs at each tier of result for the roll. Skills are never added to ability power rolls. The effect entry of an ability notes what happens when the ability is used, regardless of any power roll. Many abilities deal damage, which allows you to harm the target. Abilities also allow you to force move targets, teleport, impose a condition, such as taunted, on the target, or do similar things. The rules reference defines the effects used in this first battle. So now you can... you're ready to take your turn. And so when the first hero acts, give the following information to the players. Each of you gains heroic resources, which you can use to enhance your abilities. The way you generate heroic resources should be listed on your hero's sheet. Read over that section carefully. You each gain heroic resources at the start of your turn. Additionally, you each gain resources in some other way during the round. So pay attention for those things to happen. Your heroic resources disappear at the end of combat. You'll almost likely have a lot left over at the end of this battle. Don't sweat it. More ways to spend them are coming. So for you as the tactician, your resource is focus.
Yes.
Right. So at the start of each of your turns, you gain 2 focus.
Right.
And then you're also watching for the first time each combat round that you or an ally damages a creature marked by you, which is one of your abilities. So, what are you doing for your first?
So, for my first turn, I'm going to move. You take my move action. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Slightly out of range for my mark ability.
Okay.
So I'm going to take a ranged weapon free strike. That's a 10, which is a tier 1 for 6 damage.
Okay. Let's see. And you're attacking the nearer one, I assume?
Yeah, the nearer one. And since I damaged a creature mark, oh no, only when I. Okay, I see. Um, yeah, and then I will take my last bit of movement. Am I allowed to split up the movement before and after an event like
Yes.
that?
Yes.
Okay. Um, okay. Um, my two-shot ability has a range of 12, so
Mhm.
I can use that as well. So I've got the range weapon free strike and then also two-shot. Can I
So
do both?
remember what you have on a turn is an action.
Right.
Well, so uh, although they call it a free strike, it is still a main action
Oh, it is a main
act.
action. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
There
Well, that's
there's
fine.
there are certain circumstances that would allow you to make a free strike outside of your turn. But if you're doing it
Okay.
on your turn, it is the
Okay. All right.
yeah.
In that case, I'm going to move the last bit, kind of break line of sight there, and that'll be my turn.
Okay. All right. So one of the other things, just briefly to notice, is rather than hit points like health points, what you all have is stamina, and this is for the creatures too. And so this is a bit like some people run damage in D&D, which it doesn't make sense to me in that game. Which is to say that just because you hit them with the arrow doesn't necessarily mean that they have like a substantial puncture wound. It could just be that you've grazed their helmet in a substantial way or dented their armor or something like that.
Mhm.
Right.
It is still reflective of how much damage you need to do in order to kill them, but it doesn't necessarily mean that you're accumulating bloody damage, for example.
Right.
Same in both directions. But certainly, you hit one with an arrow and he notices.
Yeah.
The two goblins are alarmed. They are one group between them. So they are both going to act on this turn. Like they each have a turn, but it's like this goblin turn. Let's see. Okay. So each goblin is going to use the advance move option to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, because they have a movement of 6. But then they're also going to use spear charge, which the charge keyword on this ability allows each warrior to first move their speed in a straight line toward a hero and then deal damage to them based on the power rolls you make as part of the main action. Let's see. Hang on. Let me double check that because yes. Okay. So it is that basically they're using their action to do another movement that lets them attack at the end of it. So they are charging you, dum, 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 and they're going to do a spear charge against you. I need to write down your character's name. It is Solemnar.
Elamar.
Celeramar. Celeramar.
Celeramar.
Celermar.
Celeramar.
Celeramar.
Well,
Celery.
No.
All right.
That's
All right. Hang on. Ah. Look at that. Did I spell it right?
Where?
I put a little nameplate on your token.
Oh. Yes. Yes.
Let me know if I need to adjust
close enough.
spelling. Oh, well, I can also just make it whatever you want.
I mean, it's just the letter T.
Okay. All right. So they are going to attack with their own. This isn't one of those games where the director doesn't roll. Well, look at that. They rolled pretty low. That's a 6, which is absolutely tier 1 result, but that means they're going to do 3 damage. One
Okay.
of the things that's notable about this game is in combat, there's basically no missing. Um,
Yeah.
because and that plays into the whole stamina concept too, because it's kind of like even if you have to sort of like dodge aside,
That
Right.
yeah.
takes some effort.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's 3 damage, and then the other one, dunk, 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 dunk. And it's going to also attack you, Solarimar, because there's not anyone else in range.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So that is a 9. So they also rolled pretty low, which means that's another 3 damage for you.
Okay.
Okay, now that makes it back to the hero's turn. So you can decide, the 3 of you, who goes next.
You want to go next, Dove?
Sure.
Go for it.
Okay. And for my heroic resource, it's clarity.
Mm-hmm.
And I roll to see how much clarity I get.
Okay.
And I got 3. That's good.
Mm-hmm. Great.
Okay.
Yeah.
And let's see. That so I'm thinking because well, I have a kinetic pulse
Mm-hmm.
and it has range, like looks like range like 1 burst. Does that
That
mean that it's
that means
directly around
it's a
me?
burst directly around you.
Okay.
If you wanted something ranged, the kinetic grip is ranged, but also
Yeah.
you still
Oh,
have your movement, so you could
yeah.
move up to them if you wanted.
I think now would be it would be okay to stay back because I have a mind spike, which is should do me quite nicely.
Okay.
And that's an 11.
Okay.
11 is 4 psychic damage.
All right. So,
And I'll go against the one directly in front of Telamon.
okay.
Solarimar.
Solarimar. So that's 4 psychic damage to them, and I think they grip their head and groan in pain. Ah! All right. Are you staying where you are?
I think I am going to just kind of actually move back a step because don't want to put myself in too obvious.
Mm-hmm.
Too obvious of danger.
Yeah, because I'm not necessarily the most uh tough.
So you're squishy, is what you're saying?
A little bit.
How much stamina do you have, if I ask?
9.
Oh, you're squishy. Okay. You
Oh
stay
wait,
back.
sorry. Max of 18. Sorry.
Oh, so that's what I have. Okay.
So, reminder that this isn't I guess reminder. I'd be telling you the first time because it might come up in the description here too. But you all at one of the maneuvers you can do on your turn is to use a one of your recoveries, which
Mhm.
lets you restore up to I think 1/3 of your total stamina.
Okay.
And you can do that as part of your turn. And your sheet should tell you how many recoveries you have before you need to do a respite.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Well,
that's the max number?
That what the number of recoveries?
Yeah.
The number of recoveries is how many times you can do it
Right.
before you need to
the
do a
nu-
respite.
and my sheet did not come with that filled in, but it has a number that says max is 10.
Oh well, yeah. So I think that's it's saying
yeah,
how
so it's
many
just starts at-
many of 10 do you have is what
Okay.
what it
Okay.
would be. But okay, so in any case, Tulu, it's your turn.
It is my turn. So I am first going to move to here. And let us. How you dealing with healing? There.
I'm all right for now.
Okay, then I will go violent rather than clericy. So I am going to use my power called Blessed Light. Burning radiance falls upon your foe, transferring some of their energy to a nearby ally. So I'm going to pick the one right in front of you,
Mhm.
and we're going to do this then. We're going to 2d10 plus 2 and see what we got. We got a 13, which means
Okay.
I did 7 holy damage,
All right.
and you get a surge.
Mhm.
Solar
Okay.
What does the surge do?
Well, it's his currency. Oh, I forgot to do my piety thing.
Oh yeah.
Mine is also a roll,
Mhm.
and I have only 1 to start. But but I also get 2 piety the first time in an encounter that a enemy within 10 squares takes fire or holy damage. So actually my piety goes from 1 to 3. That's this. So basically surge is basically was heroic research. So
Okay.
Larimar gets
Okay.
an extra one. Do
Yeah,
you-
and I also get one from my own ability to gain a focus whenever someone uses a heroic ability within 10 squares of me.
there you go.
So
Stack
yeah.
them up and use them.
Now it's not clear to me
Mhm.
when I use focus. Is it on the abilities that are under the focus abilities or protected attack,
It
two-shot
might
mark, etc.?
be that
Yeah. Um,
that might be the
because like for
it
mine,
might be that just to start here, none of the ones that cost that resource you don't.
Oh, okay.
yeah, because like my healing grace means
Yeah,
I have
yeah,
to
yeah.
spend piety.
So if some
But
of
yeah,
you look into the second encounter, you'll probably
Okay.
have something that'll say it costs some amount of that. I
Yeah,
think it's
yeah,
just
okay.
our first encounter stuff doesn't have.
Okay.
So with that amount of damage holy damage you have done to that goblin is consumed in holy fire and
by
topples to the
growing
ground,
pearl.
crispy and smoking.
Yeah. One thing I just want to make sure is like between my turn and Paul's turn, was there uh some other group that needed to go?
No,
No.
Okay.
not yet. However, at the
Okay.
start of the second round,
Yep.
Which we just
Dun,
got
dun,
to.
dun.
yes, which we did just get to. Hang on just a second. Did we determine what a surge is? Yeah, surge.
Yeah, is the heroic research.
Yeah. When
Resource, yeah.
you deal damage with an ability power roll, you can spend up to 3 surges to increase the damage you deal by 2 per surge spent.
Oh, so it's not the heroic research, it's something else entirely. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
so
so
when
you
you
have-
have a surge, that's what you can do.
Oh, so you have to, yeah, okay.
This
So
is
you have,
on. I looked it up on the reference sheet
Yeah.
that I sent you all.
no, I didn't see that you actually had sent it to us.
I put it in the Discord like half an hour ago. Oh, I guess never mind. It didn't actually send. So
There
my
it is.
apologies. You should have had that half an hour ago when I thought I sent it. All right. So in any case,
Okay.
um, at the start of the second round of combat, following the sound of screaming, we get some more goblin guys showing up. 2 of them, much like the ones that you just fought, carrying spears. And 2 of where's this guy? And 2 that are holding swords.
Here come more friends.
Mm-hmm. So at the start of the round, they do emerge. However, it is still, as with the last round, it is still your sides. The heroes still act first in the new round. So that means that even though Celerimar acted first last time, doesn't have to be this time. You, as the heroes, decide who goes next.
What you think, Nobilis?
I think I'll go again, mainly because that mark ability is something that you can make use of on your turns.
Okay, that makes
So,
sense. You're a tactician,
yeah.
go for it.
I'm going to I was just looking over the maneuvers.
Hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna mark the green one right in front of me.
Okay.
Um,
I'm gonna put a little. I'm using the dots to indicate groups, so maybe let's see. I've got to pick a little symbol for you. How about this little lightning thing? That's
Sure.
kind of hard to see, but
I was thinking that the skull and crossbones might be a good
okay,
one too.
sure. Love that.
It's a little
Yeah,
like crosshairs ish.
sure. Yeah.
Mhm.
So yeah, that'll be my action. Um,
So marking it is a maneuver.
oh, it's a maneuver. Okay.
Yep. So if you note on your sheet, the just below the
Oh, I
line
see.
it says
Yes, it says
ranged and
maneuver.
maneuver.
Right,
Yeah.
right. All right. So, and I'm going to use protective attack.
Okay.
Um, that's an 18, which is a tier 3 hit.
Nice.
For 13 damage.
Okay. Hold on. I'm checking. Let's see. Okay. 13 damage against this guy is a lot of damage for him. He's not completely dead, but that's a solid hit. You can see he's breathing hard. He's a little wobbly on his feet. But also, I think he's looking you dead
Okay.
in the eye because that
And
does something
and
to
I'm
you.
going to
You've got an
spend
effect,
one
right?
focus, and I'm going to spend one focus to have that do an additional 4 damage.
Okay, well then the effect doesn't matter. I was going to say you should note that the effect the target is taunted until the end of their next turn.
Yeah.
So I looked up taunted rules, but it doesn't matter because the extra
Yeah.
4 damage that you can do with the mark kills him.
Yep. And I will, as a free triggered action, mark a new target, and I'll get the closest blue guy.
Okay.
Move my mark onto him.
Mm-hmm. Do you prefer
That's
me deleting the tokens altogether, or would you prefer I put like the big red X on them?
Go ahead
Just
and
keep-
delete them.
Okay.
yeah, since
Yeah.
we don't have a turn order to worry about,
Mhm.
yeah, deleting works.
I just, whether it's interesting to know where the bodies are or not, it's fine.
Yes.
Up to
Delete
you.
them later.
So I
Yeah.
I've, so that's Solarimar. Are you moving or anything?
As a matter of fact, yes, I'm going to step back a little so that I'm shoulder to shoulder with my orc friend here.
I think that's a better plan than taking all the shots. Yeah.
All right. So at the end of your turn, the new Goblin Warriors are going to take their turn, and they are also doing their spear charge. You're getting one, and Tula's getting one.
Oh, fun. Oh, fun. My fun name. This will hurt.
Okay, so against Solarimar, ooh, that's
Wow.
a 21.
Ouch.
Oh.
Yeah. So that's 5 damage for that tier of an attack,
Okay.
and then the one against Tulu is only an 8, so that's going to be 3 damage.
That's 15. Stem.
All right, and so now it is the hero's turn again, and you can once again decide which of the 3 of you you want to go. Except, of course, can't be Solarimar because he went already this round.
You want to go?
Paul?
Okay. Yeah. I will go. All right. So let's engage with the mechanics. So
Mm-hmm.
since we have a friend right in front of me, I'm going to use the signature ability Drain, which you drain the energy from your target to revitalize yourself or an ally. So it's a magic melee strike that I'm doing, Carol. So I got a 10, which means I
Yeah.
only do 4 corruption damage,
Mm-hmm.
but you or an ally within distance can spend a recovery. I think you should spend a recovery, Solarimar. because,
Okay, sure.
now you can just immediately spend a recovery.
And
Yeah,
that gives
so
me,
it
and
gives
that
you
gives
one
me,
third of your total stamina. So your
okay,
maximum
so,
stamina
Yep.
is
Yeah, where it has uh the uh 3 options with the slashes. That's uh,
yep, I
according to
got
the
it. I
level
got
how
it.
much you get.
Yep, I got it.
okay, yeah. So I believe actually in this game that you always round down.
Yeah, it doesn't matter because my maximum stamina is 33, so I don't
Okay.
have to round.
Wait a minute, that's level 3. You're at level 1. So it should be the first.
No, my stamina at level 3 is 51.
Oh my god, I only have a stamina at
Dang.
18. Wow,
You
you
are-
are the tank.
Yeah. So if folks were not it might have been looking at the number of recoveries, for example.
Yeah, no, I was looking. I was looking
yeah.
at 3rd level. You were reading the 3rd level. Oh god,
Okay.
my 3rd level's
Well,
30.
I
so I'm
mean,
like,
think the tactician is like a warrior, right? Like
Yeah.
he's like a fighter.
It
So,
makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
yeah.
So yeah, by the same token, your stamina is not 9. It's 18.
Yeah.
Yeah.
T. Yeah. So in any case, that is. So.
That was my turn. Yeah.
Solarimar was able. So you did your action with the drain. So you would
Yeah.
still have a maneuver if you wanted, and movement if you wanted.
Now, is there attacks of opportunity in this game?
Yes, there is.
Okay, then I'm not moving. I'm
Okay.
going to stay right where I am.
All right.
I don't need to be poked more. For free.
Okay. So now it is the other goblin's turn, the goblin assassins. And now that they've let kind of their warrior companions, do the initial charge, they're moving in a little bit more carefully, getting ready to, surround and provide tactical advantage.
Mm-hmm.
Hang on, I'm trying to confirm that they have the same speed. Yeah, they do. So they both have only moved 10. What? So one moved 10 feet, one moved 20 feet, 30 feet.
Ah.
10.
Yeah. Not liking this. Okay.
Let's see.
We got a plan.
Okay, and so that is their movement. And let me just double check to see if it makes sense that they would have any maneuvers. Yeah, I think what they're doing from where they are is because they're not in range for their own attack, they're doing aid attack for their colleagues there that they're next to. So that means yeah.
Yeah,
So
they get a +2. Yeah, and that because they get an edge.
they'll have an edge for their next attacks.
Right.
So that makes it your turn, T, to finish out the round.
Okay. Now, I might if an ability set mentions enemies but does not mention like all creatures, does it just target enemies? Like I'm thinking of the kinetic pulse.
Let's see. It does say each enemy in the area, which does suggest that it does not
Okay.
harm allies.
Awesome. I just
Because
wanted to make
you
sure.
notice some things will say one creature or object, but this does say enemy.
Okay, good. So let's see. I think I think that T is going to go ahead and so for action, maneuver, movement, do those have to go in
No,
any particular
any
order?
order, any order.
Good. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and go up to here next to Celerimar. Use my kinetic pulse to get these two that I'm adjacent to.
Mm-hmm.
And so that is
Oh, look
20.
at that.
Okay, so
20.
what does
Uh,
that
So,
do?
7 psychic damage to both, and they're pushed 2.
mhm.
Okay, I'm going to spend a focus so that you can shift 2 squares after having done that.
Awesome. Yeah.
And specifically, shift as a movement type is a type of careful movement that does not incur opportunity attacks.
Okay, that's great. I mean, I
And
wouldn't have enemies nearby uh
mhm.
to hit me, but
Right, but
Yeah. So
I know
that's
that you didn't.
significant
Yeah,
damage to both of those. They go reeling back. They're just like
yeah.
blown back in a psychic shockwave.
And
Yeah,
then
they get the cartoon eyes.
oh,
Whoa.
forgot to do my clarity because that happens
Yeah.
every turn.
Yeah, Paul, I did remember you need to do that too if you didn't.
Yeah, I
Um,
did it.
okay.
Oh, at the start of each of
Even
your
though,
turns.
right, yeah, get
Oh,
in the
Yeah.
habit
I
of remembering because it is each
oh
turn. It's
oh
just that, like, right now in this encounter, you don't have
yeah,
anything to spend it on yet. But
yeah, except
it's
here.
to
Well,
just
Yeah,
get in the habit of it.
yeah. I
Um,
thought
yeah.
it was at the beginning of the game of the encounter. Oops. Okay.
no, it's every turn. It's every turn and anytime your specific triggers
Right. My
happen.
yeah. My trick.
So you
My
watch for
triggers.
those.
yeah.
And I don't remember them all, so I can't always
Yeah.
call out.
Yeah.
But in any case, that's the end of round 2. So round 3,
Well,
once
I
again,
I
you all.
still have a maneuver.
Okay, yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. So I am going to do remote assistance, and that is the next ability roll an ally makes against a target before the start of your next turn gains an edge, and I'm going to spend
Oh,
3 clarity
yeah,
hmm,
yeah. Okay.
to apply to each one of those. So
Okay.
1 by default, and then +1
I think you can
each
only
turn.
you can't do more than one. You can spend a clarity to target
Oh,
one
okay.
additional, but you can't spend more clarity to target even more. It's
Oh,
not
okay.
so you can do one normally or spend one clarity and get one more. You can't
Okay.
just
Well, then I will target
yeah.
uh, the red and blue guy that are closest to
Great.
Holu.
All right. So I'll put a little fishing net on them just to remind us that that's the case. So, but that's a good point too. Is that I guess you do all have some of you have stuff that might spend
Yeah.
your resource on.
Yeah.
Okay, great. So that makes it the end of the round then, and so start of the new round. And once again, you all decide who's going first for the heroes.
That's
I
what
think again, once
tactician
again, I
go.
should go
Yeah.
first. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to attack the one that's directly in front of my friend there.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Remember, you get an extra +2 to attack them because of the
yep.
remote
So
assistance. What does this look like for the remote assistance? Is it just sort of like they're
There is an odd ethereal cage around their heads.
aha, okay.
okay. And so I bring my gracefully sculpted silvery sword down on them for rolling a 20.
No,
Wow.
that 18 doesn't
Yeah.
look right. You rolled
Whoop.
2d20.
Okay,
Oh.
so why don't we take
Yeah.
both of those by half? It's a 9 and a 3.
Or you could roll 2d10.
Yeah.
Sorry,
That's okay.
fingers
That's
slipped.
okay. Yeah, that's fine.
Wow.
17. It's still
That's
a good
still
roll.
pretty good. That's still a tier 3
Yeah,
result.
that's a
And
tier
so,
3.
yeah.
And that'll be 13 damage. Um,
Okay. Yeah, you kill that guy.
um,
How you just cut him down with your
just
sword?
cut him down. Yeah.
All right.
Um, uh, and yeah, I'm given how squishy my friends are, I'm actually going to um Okay, I can't taunt that guy. All right. Um, I'm gonna move up over here next to this guy.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna poke on the maneuvers just one more time to see if there's anything there.
There's a little bit more text here that I could have read earlier that I'll read now. It's related to damage. Sorry, I don't mean to interrupt what your thought process there.
Yeah.
I can wait if you'd rather.
Okay. I'm gonna move to here
Okay.
and use the maneuver 8 attack on um on my orc friend.
Okay. And then aid. What does aid?
That gives him an
attack?
edge.
Okay.
So you.
Oh, right. Yeah. Aid attack. Duh. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And do edges stack?
Yes, they do. They can also stack against banes. You can have up to a double edge, but there's no more than double.
Okay.
But in this case, the aid attack that the two assassins did before kind of turned into nothing because one got blasted back and the other got killed before it could even happen. But so you're aiding attack against the blue guy next to you.
Right. Right.
Okay. That means that it would be a double. So one of the things that's notable about edges and banes in this is that a single edge gives you an extra +2, right? Double edge doesn't add +4. What it does is it just automatically increases your result by 1 tier.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and
So
bane is the same way in the other direction.
So if your normal would be without any edge would be a +2.
No.
One.
So if you have a double edge, you're not adding anything extra, not even the
Okay,
+2
so-
from a single edge.
No, I mean like
if your
base
result
is
would have given
+2.
you a tier 1, you're going to get a tier 2 result.
Okay.
Or if you would have gotten a tier 2, you get a tier 3.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
If you would have gotten a tier 3, you get a crit.
Ooh.
I don't know if anything else happens if you would have gotten a crit. You get a super cool crit. All right. So that was Solarimar's turn, but I think that it is that the end of your turn?
Yep.
All right. The two assassins here definitely see you as the as bring that one down. That's the fighter. So they're coming in to attack you, both of them with their sword stabs. The first one gets a 12. The second one gets a 21. So between the two of them, that's 6 and 7 damage.
Okay.
For 13 total.
Okay.
All right, and that's the end of their turn.
I recommend Tolu go next.
Well, I'm the last person on our side, so yeah, it's me.
Well,
no, I
'cause
haven't gone this turn.
Yeah, this
This is
isn't. T hasn't gone this round.
Oh, okay. I
Yeah.
was mixing my rounds. You're right. Okay.
Well, and
you
if
want
T
me,
goes, then the remote assistance they were offering would go.
would be ended. Okay, you're right.
Yeah.
So, okay.
So the one here is the one that has currently got the psychic cage on their head.
yeah.
Yeah,
So,
but this
let's
one's got the mark. This one's got the mark.
Well, does that mark help?
Yeah.
I can
or-
spend focus to increase damage or
Okay, yeah.
allow you to spend recoveries and stuff like that.
Okay. But that mark state is persistent between rounds.
Yep.
Okay. So then I will focus on the one that T
Okay.
is psychically marked and do another blessed light on it. I'm looking at my character sheet. I mean, like this free strike Ray of Wrath is. I have a free strike called Ray of Wrath. It's not as good as Blessed Light as far as damage, which is really weird. Although it's basically the same sort of thing.
Oh, but you get the free strikes in different conditions too, though.
Yeah.
Where there's like for example, if you were going to make an opportunity attack, you would have to choose from.
Okay, that makes sense. This is saying like, why would I ever use Ray of Wrath? Okay, now it makes sense. Okay, got it. So yep. So I'm gonna Blessed Light this one.
All right.
All right. So let's give that. Roll 2d10.
And remember, you have an extra +2 on it.
Yep. +2 +2. Bucks, no enemies. Oh my god,
Oh,
that is
goodness. That's a low roll for sure.
that is a terrible roll. A
All
7.
right, so that's only going to be a tier 1 result, but because
it's
of this
5?
game, there's no just missing. So,
Yep, 5
Wasn't
holy
it a
damage.
double edge
um,
from the
oh, because
and-
Celerimar was also doing.
yeah, you're doing
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
8
So,
attack.
so technically, the result should have been
5.
you only rolled, so it should have been 5, but that would have
A
been a
tier
tier
higher.
1 result. But the double edge just makes it a tier 2. So what's
Right,
the
okay,
tier
so
2
7
damage?
So 7 holy damage. And I will give 2 surges to T.
Okay.
Okay.
To increase
Those
the damage.
can store, I assume.
Only within a combat, but yes.
Well, to a point, yeah.
Yeah. I don't seem to have any way to generate surges on my own, but I can certainly generate them every turn for others with this ability, which is weird.
So,
So yeah.
for this is one ally gets okay. Well,
Yeah.
you know, you're helping.
Yeah,
You're
right,
helping your
right.
colleagues, so-
And I know ally can't include myself because if I look at drain, it says you are one ally to
Right.
get
Yeah.
recovery.
So, okay, yes, but so here's the thing that I was going to read earlier. When a creature takes damage, their stamina is reduced by the damage dealt. When a creature's stamina value is half or less than their maximum, they are winded. When you reduce a creature controlled by me to 0 stamina, the creature dies or is knocked out. Your choice. Either way, they're out of the fight.
Yeah.
You don't go down so easy. You can keep fighting when your stamina is at 0 or negative. However, when your stamina is at 0 or less, you are dying, which means you can't take the catch breath maneuver in combat and you are bleeding. These effects last until your stamina is at least 1 or higher. If your stamina reaches a negative value equal to half of your stamina maximum, you die.
So catch breath is basically using your maneuver to spend the recovery.
Right, but you can't do that if you're dying. You have to get helped in some other way.
Right, I could use the healing grace to get them to use a recovery or the drain.
Mm-hmm.
So I have 2 ways to get you to use recoveries when you're dying.
Good.
Yeah.
Okay. So I get to also to do maneuver.
And when you're bleeding, whenever you use a main action, triggered action, or make a test or ability power roll using might or agility, you lose stamina equal to 1d6 plus plus your level. And so that's you are continuing to lose stamina when you're bleeding. Makes sense. Okay, so that was Tulu's turn.
Well, I haven't done a maneuver yet.
Well, okay.
I'm not going to move. I've done the main action.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So, let's try. I'm not trying to actually be helpful, but I will do an 8 attack on this one. So, the next power roll an ally makes against them before the start of my next turn has an edge.
All right.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay.
So, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So now, so that's the end of Tulu's turn. So it is the Goblin Warrior who's going to do another spear charge on Celerimar.
Mm-hmm.
They got a 15, which is 4 damage.
Okay.
They charge you with their little goblin spear.
I am winded.
Okay.
Oh, okay. We're gonna have to fix that.
All right.
Yeah.
And then I think they're gonna use the maneuvers. They're gonna do aid attack for their the assassin on the right. Okay, T, it's your turn.
Okay. Well, got a nice edge on this assassin right over here.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna go ahead and do a mind spike against it.
Okay.
But first, get my clarity for the turn. Okay. 2. And for the mind spike, that is a 12, which is a
Is
tier
there a
2.
reason that you're? Well, okay, never mind. The kinetic grip is for movement. Never mind.
Oh,
It's
wait.
fine. It's fine. So, yeah. Sorry, I was just So 12.
Yep.
That's tier 2.
Yep.
Yep. And I will spend a focus to add another 4 damage to that.
So 6 psychic, increase to 10.
Okay. Also, it looks like you didn't roll. So you actually should have gotten 14 because you didn't add the
Yeah,
edge.
but that wouldn't change anything.
So what was the damage, and then what is it with the addition?
6 increase to 10.
Okay, well that kills him.
Okay,
Awesome.
and I will move the mark to the other assassin.
Wow.
Okay, and you know what? For a maneuver, I will go ahead and target this red dot guy.
Okay.
Why not the one I already marked?
Actually, you know what? I got lots of clarity. I'll target both. Why the heck? Why the heck not?
Okay.
Yeah.
You're doing both? Is that what you said?
Yep.
Okay. All right. Well, it is the start of the new round. So, which of you is going to go first?
What is the effect of winded?
Winded is basically. I don't think it automatically does anything, but there are certain things that trigger when you're winded.
Okay.
Winded. When your stamina is equal to half, you are winded. But so it doesn't all by itself do anything. But some creatures and some player abilities specifically trigger when you're winded.
Okay. So I'm breathing hard here.
All right.
Okay. In that case,
I was thinking perhaps Tolu might be able to help you with that.
Well, one of the things that I
that's
can do with a focus is spend a recovery if I hit something.
Okay.
So it may not be necessary if this goes the way I'm planned. So okay, so I get an extra +2 for attacking that guy because of the assist, right?
Yep.
Okay, and so that
Which
I
one?
You
rolled
roll
the wrong dice
2 20s again.
Which one are you attacking?
Stupid the assassin, the blue guy.
Okay. All right.
Okay, that's a 21.
Yeah.
And I will spend a focus to get a recovery. So now I am at 27. So I'm nowhere near winded at this point.
What's the damage?
Oh, sorry. If I'm doing a protective attack, that is 13, 17. No, I just spent a recovery. 13 damage.
13 is pretty good.
And he's also taunted.
Yeah. Well, he's also dead, so.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Yeah.
Nice.
So anything else on your turn?
Yeah, I'll move the mark onto the remaining guy.
Okay. All right. So on his turn, he looks to his right and he looks to his left and he kind of counts on his fingers, and then he shifts back one to not incur an opportunity attack, and then he uses his speed to run away. So you could change him if you wanted, but I think you saw in his eyes that this was not a cause he was willing to die for. This is, he is not running back into the tomb. He is running away.
Yeah, I think it might as well let him go.
Okay. I'm going to
If
stand
going
guard.
into the tomb, I'd be different, but not.
Search the bodies and see if there's any clues as to what's going on here.
Sure.
Absolutely.
One thing that I'll note that I just find interesting is that there is a little trying to see if it was in this one to read it just directly. But there was actually a text box, I think is in the main book, that talks about you don't want your party to always feel like they have to kill everybody, because anytime they let someone get away, that person comes back and causes more problems for them. So it's like, specifically just as a way to have the game be fun, if someone's running away, they don't have to be someone who's going to come back and cause problems.
Yeah.
Right.
Anyway, all right. So yes, that goblin is running away. Let's see. Victory. Da 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 da. You will earn 1 victory each.
Yay.
Huzzah!
Yay.
You've won your first draw steel battle. That means each of you earns 1 victory. Keep track of your victories on your hero's sheet. Each time you start a new combat encounter, you gain heroic resources equal to the number of victories you have. That's not every turn. That's just at the start
At
of
the
a new
beginning.
Yeah.
combat. However, it is also, you keep accumulating victories so long as you don't take a respite. And then once you do take a respite, all of your victories turn into XP.
Ah. Okay.
Uh,
And just so clarity gets goes away
yes, that's correct.
and
So
searches as well.
surges and whatever your class resource that you were accumulating is wiped out at the end of a combat.
Okay.
So let's see. You already you sent Ashley back already.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see.
Mm-hmm.
So this is a part where it says, call for a break after combat. If this is your first time running a game of Draw Steel and you haven't read the rest of part 1, you can call for a break after this combat encounter. Does everyone feel like they don't need a break right now?
No,
or-
yeah, we're
All
good.
right,
No
let's
break.
go for it.
Okie doke. So, you did not capture any goblins, but you are looking at their the bodies, right?
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
So this is not something that's specifically laid out in the adventure, but I think we can, we've played games like this before.
Mhm.
So I think that this would be, I guess pitch me. I'm assuming that it would be like, it could be an intuition or it could be a reason, perhaps.
Well, I know I do. I mean, reason would be great for me, especially since I have search.
Well,
as a
so
skill.
it was Celerimar that was initially saying this.
Oh.
Let's let them make
Well,
their roll. But
Okay. What I was saying was I'm going to stand guard, keep an
okay,
eye out while you guys search the bodies and see if
I
we can get
see.
any
Okay,
intelligence.
Okay.
So my apologies then. So I would say this is a situation similar to in D&D. If it were saying, is this wisdom or is this intelligence, right? You might get different results depending on which one you pick. But you could tell me kind of what your pitch me what your chosen thing would mean.
I would choose reason because like as part of my training I had I was like I've been trained to be like, okay, you know, these are patterns that people that beings follow and just and
Mhm.
like generally if
Okay.
you search in this pattern you'll have
Yeah.
a
So
you'll
do you
find
have any skills that you think would apply?
search.
Aha, I think that makes sense. That it would apply.
So
So
that would be
yeah,
characteristic +2.
yes.
Okay. Oh,
Look at that.
21.
Nice
That's
roll.
a tier 1. So yeah, I think that you searching through these goblins, you find that they've got a fair amount of like little trinkets and doodads that they've adorned themselves with. You see that they all have a little patch that they've made that is got sort of a a crudely embroidered dagger with like a jagged edge, and then you believe you have heard of a group of traveling brigands called the Jagged Edge. So would seem to suggest that that's where these goblins came from. Is and with that score, a mighty goblin named Queen Bargnot leads the Jagged Edge. And years ago, she was driven out of the area by the people of Broadhurst, but apparently she's back. So let's see. I'm just seeing what else you would be able to detect from them. Let's see. Yeah. So just from searching the bodies, there's a couple of things here that they could answer if you had one alive. But that's so. I think. I think that. Let's see.
Well, we
sheet
get to
say
choose
anything
when they
about
go down
languages?
whether we've killed them or not.
Oh,
Can
well,
we
I have-
retroactively?
So yeah, if you want to say retroactively that you left one of those alive but
Assassins.
unconscious.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that. Yeah.
All right. Well, so
Yeah.
we'll say that you. How about this? You have discovered the things that I just saw already, but you also discover, oh, hey, wait a minute. One of these guys you thought was dead actually is faking it. he just, like that last one that you killed, that assassin, went down, went limp, and is hoping you'll leave him there and go away.
You're asking about languages? You're wondering about languages?
Yes, but I would just do it really quick looking at your sheets, and none of you have the. Oh, actually, Zalaramar does. You speak Setch, Zetch, which is that's the goblin language. So I think that you discover T in your inspection. Hey, wait, this one's actually alive. He's only pretending to be unconscious. He's clearly, like injured. Like he doesn't have much fight in him or anything, but he was basically playing dead, hoping that you would not notice and you would leave.
Yeah. So
looks like.
So I snarl at the goblin.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you took a captive. Where is she?
How about a presence roll, and let me know if you think you have any skills that would apply to that.
I have persuade.
Hmm.
I have intimidate.
Intimidate.
There you go.
That seems like the one that best applies here.
Okay, so
this is
presence
an easy
plus 2.
test, by the way. Yeah.
Okay, so total is 13.
Okay, so that would have been a tier 2 even for so that's a tier 2 and it was an easy test. So he's just kind of like, yeah, she's and did you ask him in
Setch?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So his eyes go wide when you speak in his language, and then he's just kind of like, please. Don't hurt me. I'll tell you. Yes. They took the human girl below. Queen Bargnot wanted one of her bugbear channelers to perform a ritual. She found this tomb and it says that the tomb can make a magic cup that can turn even the lowliest goblin into a great warrior. It hasn't worked yet, though. I don't know. Maybe that's why they need the girl. I'm not sure. But yeah. So we were here supposed to be searching the tomb for the cup, while she looks for a new base. The lower levels of the tomb are sealed off with magic, though. So Vorgosh, that's the bugbear. He thinks that she can be used in a ritual to unseal the tomb, and maybe that's where the cup is. That's all I know.
All right. Get your ass out of here, pig.
And never come back.
And I think that he was getting ready to go, but then you added the pig, and then there's just a little bit of like, oh. But he does in fact run away, and I think that probably as once he's out of the clearing, feeling a little safe, he's realizing I really was, though. I did, we attacked, we took a captive. You know what? He was right. Yeah. If I don't want people to call me a pig, I need to act better. All right, cool. So, the tomb awaits. So
Well.
I think, are you just proceeding immediately into the tomb, or are you taking a moment to perhaps spend recoveries or do any other preparations?
I don't need to spend a recovery at this point. I'm within my recovery of maximum, so it would be something of a waste.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yes, I think.
you're not hurt at all, are you, T?
Oh, I wasn't touched.
Yep, I'm
Uh,
down 3 out of 18. I think I'm fine.
Okay.
that was less intense than I expected. I expected us to be surrounded by a dozen for some reason.
That'll be when we get down into the tomb.
Yes, I do think we should proceed cautiously. However, it would
But
not
with
do.
alacrity. If they're doing a ritual, then
Yeah, we
time is
don't
of
want
the
to
essence.
delay. Let's get moving.
Well, with an attitude towards stealth, I would hope.
You don't like the crash through a door and say, "Oh yeah."
Yeah.
There was this. I heard this like flesh golem that used to like to do that. Plus, smash on a door, and say, "Oh yeah."
I
Big and
think I've
fat.
heard the same story, but it wasn't a flesh golem. It was some sort of odd elemental. Elemental of water the color of blood.
Oh, lovely creature, whatever it was.
Um,
Oh,
let's
yeah.
see.
So
I'm reading something here about the next
Next scene.
bit.
We make references.
Okay.
I would hope if the door's locked, one of the goblins had a key on it.
It's not locked. It looks like if there was a lock, it's been broken. It's been forced already.
Makes sense.
Yeah, the goblins forced it.
All right, hang on. Because I'm seeing that there's a thing in here that I'm not sure how it runs. See if I can't find a reference to it here. Because I can, okay, there we go. You know what? Look at that. It's just in the very next section about where you're going down in. So, as you are, what? Yes.
I just want to point out that when I use my telepathic speech, the person I speak to can respond in the same way. So,
Okay.
yep, just want to make
Alright.
sure everybody knows.
Sure. That's that. I think that the three of you probably would be aware of that.
Yeah.
So, as you enter, the stairs of the tomb descend into a chamber that glows orange thanks to a flickering brazier in the center of the floor. The light illuminates faded frescoes on the wall that show starving, wounded humans drinking from an ornate silver chalice and turning into powerful, healthy warriors who battle a horde of demons. Many bedrolls lie scattered on the floor of this chamber, where 24 goblins huddle, ready with their weapons drawn.
Holy crow!
Yeah.
Are you? Yay!
Hang on, let me copy my tokens here for you.
I suppose trying to,
Well,
wanting
we
to-
will. So the thing is, they heard the combat upstairs and were waiting.
Oh, okay. So that's the reason.
So yeah. We will do something to determine what the who goes first. I'm putting you where you are because that's where the adventure says the player start is at the bottom.
Okay. Well,
Okay, all right,
yeah,
but
but-
I'm trying to put the
Okay.
the
Yeah.
squishy
So
ones back.
okay. Well, so you can. within that little 2x2 spot, you can put yourselves
Okay.
however you like. There's a bit more to read here. Yeah, so you can take a look at your second encounter features and abilities now. New rules, triggered actions. Each of you has a new ability with an action type that is called a triggered action. These abilities can only be used in response to an event that is listed on your sheet. You can use one triggered action per round, and it can be used on your turn or on another creature's turn. Like free maneuvers, a free triggered action doesn't count against the number of triggered actions you have. Normally, if it's not a free triggered action, you get one triggered action per round. But if it's a free triggered action, you can do it as many times as the trigger occurs. If you look in the rules reference, it has rules for a free triggered action that every creature can use called an opportunity attack. You can now also take the disengage move action to shift one square. Some of you can shift more if you have the disengage bonus feature. To shift is to move without triggering an opportunity attack. New rules, heroic abilities and malice. You also have your first heroic ability. Heroic abilities can't be used without spending some of your heroic resource. This new ability costs 3 of your resource. I also get my own resource now called Malice. It can be used to fuel the special abilities of creatures I control, so watch out. And so at the start of combat, I have 1 Malice because that is the average number of victories per hero. And then at the start of each round of combat, I gain Malice equal to the number of heroes in the battle, plus the number of the round of combat that has just begun. So meaning I get more as the combat goes on.
So ending combat's quick is a good idea.
Oh, if you can, yeah.
Yeah.
New rules, potency. Some of you gained a heroic ability that utilizes a mechanic called potency. An ability with a potency gives the target a chance to resist its effects. My monsters also have abilities with potencies. Ability effects that have a potency are applied to a target only if the effect's potency value is higher than the target's indicated characteristic score. A potency always appears as the single letter abbreviation for the target's characteristic. M for might, A for agility, R for reason, I for intuition, or P for presence. That characteristic is followed by a less than sign and your potency value. For example, M less than 2 dazed save ends means if the target's might is less than 2, they are dazed save ends. New rules, minions. The spine cleavers and snipers are minions, which this is basically means a single hit will take them out. And they do group attacks.
Mm-hmm.
The ones that are minions in this case are like these guys. So this type of token.
Okay.
So there's some of those over here too. And then this type of token. Those are minions.
Okay.
Okay. And so let's see. Theoretically, if you wanted to study the frescoes during combat, you could do that, but it's not, the goblins are not going to wait for you. You have to use your turn for that. So, yeah. You know what? We actually, because there's fewer of you, I should remove some of these guys.
Oh, okay. That does really. Ooh.
Okay, yeah. Let's see. For 3 heroes. Okay, yeah. So for 3 heroes, we're removing. Sorry, it was just the shadows at first from the brazier that made it look like there were so many more of them. That's still a bunch. You are certainly outnumbered. So in order to determine, because you wanted to be sneaking, they were lying in wait for you. However, if you were all sufficiently sneaky, I would allow that you could still sort of like still act first. You know what I mean?
Okay. Okay.
So, and,
But we're going to need to roll for it. Is my point.
yep.
Right.
Yeah. So this would be a case where all three of you are going to need to, you know,
Roll agility.
yeah, and you can add if you have like a stealth skill, you can put your +2 on that.
Yep.
No.
And let's see,
I
what
got
are you trying to
sneak.
beat here?
Yeah, I'm not stealthy.
Oh, come
Agility.
on.
Okay,
Oh,
so
boy.
it looks like we got an 11, which is going to be tier 1, a 19, which is a tier 3, and then a 25, which is
well,
No,
wait,
no,
wait,
I
wait,
rolled
wait,
20s.
wait,
I'm
wait.
glad I'm not the
I-
only
okay,
one.
yeah.
Yes, you're not the only one.
15, still good.
Mm.
Okay.
So that's a tier 1, a tier 2, and a tier 3, averaging tier 2. I'm going to say that that is not good enough to have the drop on them. However, it's also not so bad that they automatically have the drop on you, which means that we're
Right.
going to do one additional sort of roll to determine who goes first in this case. And so
Uh-huh.
I would say that like you being sneaky has essentially counteracted the fact that they were waiting for you.
Mhm.
Right.
But now one of you needs to tell me how it is that you are going to try to seize the initiative here.
Right. Well, I have, perhaps, actually, perhaps, you know, the Larimar could do some sort of intimidation. Right.
So one of the things that I noticed when I watched the MCDM folks run
Uh-huh.
this game is that they seemed to like just almost like a tradition that if there's a tactician in the party, that the tactician does the role to determine these things.
Okay.
Hey, yeah.
I can live
Sure.
with that.
I'm looking over my skills
Mm-hmm.
and I speak Setch,
Mm-hmm.
and I also have monsters skill, which
Okay.
maybe gives me some information about that.
You can't
And
stack it. You can't stack multiple
well, no,
skills. in a
I'm
single
just
roll.
saying, you
Okay.
know, what I'm thinking is, um, uh, to kind of mimic one of the uh, one of
One of the
the
other.
goblins that we just defeated, especially the one we were talking to, um, and it's like, it's just me, guys. Don't. I'm wounded, and try and put them off their guard by pretending to be a goblin as we're coming around the corner.
Okay. Okay. So that sounds like it's a presence roll,
Right.
which I'll give you an edge because you speak their language.
Right. Right.
Are you using a skill on top of that?
Um, the only thing I can think of is persuade, but if there's something that's like more
Well,
deceptive,
I
then that
mean,
would be more appropriate. So,
you're thinking monsters as a reason.
uh,
You
yeah,
have
and I've
that
got monster
skill.
skill.
Yeah. You know what?
So
You know what? You also have strategy.
yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I will allow in this case
Yeah.
that yeah. So you have a double edge, which basically gives you
A
don't
+2
add anything
and
else, but you'll just it's not +2
oh,
and
okay.
it is
Okay.
only you automatically get one tier higher.
Gotcha. Okay. Okay. Got a 15 on the
Okay, and
roll.
so this is because when you're trying to actually like trick someone,
Yeah.
this is it is opposed. So I'm going to have them make an intuition
Yeah.
roll, and as it happens, their intuition is not super good. But let's see how that goes.
Mhm.
They got an 11, which means that you fool them enough
To
that
be able to
you
get
yes,
initiative.
yeah, that
Yeah.
as the three of you charge around, they are briefly surprised enough that you are able to act first.
Okay.
All
I am
right.
going to, I would like to act first. I would like to take the 2-shot ability. I'm going to shoot across the room at 2 of those archers because massed archer fire is a lot worse than getting crowded because they can get in each other's way.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to tell my friends, step back, we'll catch them in the stairway. Um, and yeah, I'm going to shoot 2 of those archers with 2-shot.
Okay, so okay, triggered. So I have a triggering action. So the first one that you shoot at is going to get an edge on the power roll.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Do
Using
I
word of
roll for
guidance.
each of the attacks that I make?
Yeah, only one of them's going to get it though, I think.
Okay, so I go
Well,
2d10
so with
plus.
the 2-shot, you make one roll that you'll roll
Okay.
with an advantage, and it's
Oh.
and you just hit 2 of them. Is the
Oh, that's
that's
perfect.
what your move does.
So I roll as 19. So that's a tier 3 hit for 8 damage on 2 of them.
Yeah. Yeah. So I think you just like they just immediately go down. They're minions.
Right.
So which 2? Do you have two of them that you were picking?
I like the idea that they're in a row and the arrows just pierce 2 arrows pierce both of them and they both go down.
I was actually starting to envision it quite a little bit different, where the first strike hits a goblin and he immediately collapses, and there's one standing right behind him who just goes, "Huh?"
Bonk.
Bonk.
All right, but yes,
Yeah.
yeah, those 2 would go down immediately.
And yeah, and I mentioned to my friends, okay, back up but I'm going to stay in front here.
Well, we'll see if you get a chance.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's their
I know
turn.
that you might have done this differently tactically with the stairs. I'm just following what the book has described.
No.
Start the players
I'm
in that area.
Yep. No, I'm fine with it.
All right. So I think that the spine cleavers, which are these guys, this red group, is going first.
Okay.
Actually, let me double check that the warrior is part of the same group. Yeah, he is. Okay, that is how it's. So it's the warrior captain and his minion squad is a group, right?
Okay.
So the excuse me. Yeah. Okay. This guy, dunk, 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 like this, and he is attacking Solarimar.
Perfect.
Yeah. He gets a 16, which is still just a tier 2, but he does 4 damage and push 3, so he pushes you 3 squares.
Oh, well, yeah, they went out playing fast.
Yeah, so he basically just like hits you with just a real huge like shove, like is a big shoulder check as he's striking you, and then because he had already 1, 2, 3, 4, he is shifting. He's shifting here. Hang on, let me just double check that he can do. Oh. Spine Cleaver does not provoke opportunity attacks by moving. So I'm going to say he actually just is going to... He was here. 3, 4, 5. So he's actually going to follow over to where he chased after Solarimar.
Okay.
By the same token, dunk, dunk, dunk. Attacking T. Wow, 21.
Oh, no.
Oof.
Yeah, so that's going to be 5 damage, push 4. And what happens when you get shoved actually against the wall is, let me double check the if the reference sheet has the rules for that. Because there's definitely forced movement. Yeah, there we go.
Slamming into objects.
Yeah.
Okay, 2
Into
damage, 1
stationary.
for
Yeah.
each square remaining.
Yeah. So
Oh,
so you move, but there were 3. It would have been 3 more squares. So that's another 5 damage for you.
Ouch.
Lyric.
Wow,
Oh wait, it's me.
Mhm.
I'm winded.
Yeah, and then they're chasing up to make clear the
Holy-
range area there.
Holy
Dunk, dunk,
boys.
dunk, dunk. And then this guy gonna attack
Oh hi.
Tulu. He gets a 4. But 4 is still 2 damage and push 1, but he'd be pushing you into T,
Yeah.
which means slamming into creatures. Both creatures take 1 damage.
Ow.
Yeah, so that's another one
Ow.
for you, T.
That's a pretty powerful monster ability there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's their basic thing. Yeah, and then the dunk, 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 dunk. Yeah, and then he's gonna attack you again, Tulu.
Oh boy.
19. So that's gonna be that's the tier 3, which I said was 5 damage. Oops, 5 damage, and then also push 4, which
All right.
you can't.
Yeah. So I take 4 damage. I'm down to 3. Wow.
Yeah,
I
so-
hold on.
So no,
Before
it's
you
not
go any
4
fur-
damage. It's it would be 2 plus the number of squares you can't move. So that's 6 damage plus the 5 damage.
Before that happens,
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to use the parry ability.
Okay.
I can use, if I spend a focus, which I have because I was the first one in the
Right.
I was the first one to go before these guys went.
Okay.
I'm spending 1 focus so I can shift 2 in order to be next to him,
Mm-hmm.
and then they take half damage.
Okay. Okay. For this most recent attack.
Yes, for this most recent attack.
Okay.
And if there's if that shift has potency, it's reduced by 1.
It doesn't. But
Okay.
yeah. So the okay, great. So it would have been 5 plus 6 for 11.
Mhm.
But instead it will be only 5 because you realize you're about to get slammed back into the corner of the wall, but suddenly
My-
Solarimar is there to catch you.
Yeah. Okay.
And then the warrior there, who's their captain. Yeah, let's see. He's got he's got a bury the point. 2, 3, 4. Actually, he sees that parry, and he's gonna come up and attack Solarimar, and he's got a spear, but he's doing a move called bury the point.
Ooh.
Oh,
Which
lovely.
oh boy,
Oh no.
oh boy,
boy.
yeah, that's a 21. Let me double check.
Hi.
and see.
Whatever the damage is, I will be doing a triggered action.
Okay, just a
That's
second.
part of that.
No,
Just saying.
that's good. I mean, you should. I'm just I'm checking something real quick too. I'm trying to, because we talked about like the 3 tiers. I don't think we talked about what like a crit is. I don't know that there's crits in okay, wait. So 19 or 20 on the dice without a modifier is always a tier 3 result, no matter the modifiers. That's how
Okay.
crit works. So it would have been a tier 3 result anyway. But it just means that let's say let's say it was actually rolling at a -2 for some reason, that
It would still be a tier 3.
or even a -4, right? Like the
Yeah.
number would have been below, but yeah. So in any case, tier 3 result for this this bury the point, which is that he's really getting the spear like in under your armor, which does
Yeah.
7 damage, and if your might is less than 3, you're bleeding.
Oh.
Okay.
So that
I
was
am
7
winded and
damage.
bleeding.
Mm-hmm.
I see that. I see Solarimar get hit like that,
Mm-hmm.
and I extend my power to create a feedback loop between Solarimar and the captain, and he takes half the triggering damage
Okay.
Mm,
Half the triggering damage,
as
huh?
he
Yeah, so
feels
that was
the
it was 7.
Yep.
Yeah, okay. So, yeah. Ooh.
as he feels the spear going into himself.
Yeah.
nasty and
He
useful.
doesn't seem to like that. No.
Good.
Yeah. So, in any case, that group is probably the roughest group because that is kind of the only intact
Yeah.
captain and his
Yeah.
4 minions. But yeah, so that was a rough turn. I know, but now you've got Solarimar had to turn, but so Tulu and T.
If you don't mind, I would like to take have an opportunity to
Okay.
help.
Yeah.
Do your thing.
So I will I will, let's see. Would I need to shift to get here without having any opportunity attack?
Yeah, well, so yes, but you can do that as a maneuver.
Okay, you have that be my maneuver, and then I will use my kinetic pulse.
Let's see. Hang on. Where's I'm just looking for where the shift. Because we actually read it. It was one of the new rules, right? Is you now have the you can take the disengage move action. So it's not a maneuver, it's your move. But so what it means though is that it's only 1 square as your move action, but it doesn't trigger the. You know what? Actually, that you can just do regular move to that spot because that's
Okay,
you wouldn't,
so it's
wouldn't
if
have
you
had.
get away that
Yeah,
takes
exactly.
a.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Well,
now
then
you've
I
got
will-
your boost, your burst or whatever is.
Yep.
Yeah.
Kinetic pulse.
Okay.
So that is and
Yep.
first Maya.
Go ahead. And,
Okay. First Maya clarity for the
Yeah.
round. And then
did you also all take one of your resource to start the combat because you have a victory point? Good.
Yep.
Okay.
that is a 9, which is a
Tier 1.
just 2 psychic damage to everything within 1.
Right. Well, the good news for you is these
They're
guys
minions.
are all minions, and so that is going to destroy all 3 of these guys.
Yeah, so I stumble forward, drop to a knee, and a burst of energy comes out and just causes them to just drop.
Yeah, blood coming out their ears and their noses, and
Yeah.
they just eyes roll back in their head. Okay. So that's a move and an action. I think you have a maneuver which you could do to use a recovery if you like.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and do a
catch breath.
recovery because that's useful.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm going. I'm yeah.
The catch breath maneuver.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So
My turn's going to be a healing turn too for everybody. So
okay, no longer winded.
although
Okay.
assuming I'm standing at the end of this
Well,
before I
so
get to blood.
right, it is now another,
Yep.
another enemy turn.
Enemy turn. That's
Yeah.
there's the trick.
I was just double checking because I was looking at the bleeding condition, but it doesn't say. Oh, right. Save ends was what the attack said.
Okay.
So what that means, I think, is that you repeat the save on your turn at the end of your turn.
Okay. It looks like I need to take because I did a triggered action while I was bleeding. No, that happened after. Never mind.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Great. So I think these two goblin warriors here are they're rushing in
Coming on in.
like this. And they're both going to do their own bury the point attack.
Oh boy.
So first against Larimar. That is a 13, which the 13 is 6 damage, and is your might less than 1?
No.
Then there's not any additional bleeding
Correct.
element.
Yeah.
Oh
But
boy.
just the 6 damage. But then against T, that's only a 6. So
Wow.
is your might less than 0?
Yes, it is. It is negative one.
Yeah, so I'm afraid then that you're going to take 5 damage, and you are also bleeding.
Oh God.
Well,
I'm going to put a little, you have a little droplet thing?
yeah.
Let's use this.
I'm winded again.
Mm-hmm. Okay, and that is their turn.
So it's now my turn.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. First of all, I'm gonna roll piety. I only got a 1, which is I really needed that to be a 2. I really needed that to be a 2.
Oh.
But
Do you have the ability to do things to go below 0 on your
no, I do not.
Okay.
Okay. So I can't heal all 3 of us. I can only heal 2 of us.
I don't think
So-
anyone can go below 0 on your
I
resource.
can.
Really?
You can
How's-
spend clarity you don't have, pushing that heroic resource into
Oh.
negative numbers. To a
Okay, and that
maximum
makes you
of -3.
strained.
Yes.
Right.
Okay.
Okay.
Actually can potentially be good for me.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay.
So I'm going to use healing grace. I'm going to target both of my companions using 2 piety, bringing that
Okay.
0. I can't target myself, which is
All right.
why I wanted that number. So each of them can spend a recovery.
Okay, great.
So I can use a recovery on myself on my maneuver of catch breath. So that's what I'm going to do for myself. But yeah, so
And these count as taking from the total pool, right?
right, but you
Yes,
get to do it right
It
now
just means
without
that
an
you
action.
can use it right now. You don't have to
Yes.
spend any of your turn on it.
Right.
Yes. Just want to make sure.
But yes, you're not being given an extra one. You are drawing from your own pool.
Yep.
Cool, but you can do it immediately.
Yeah.
Now, if I had even more piety, I could end the bleeding, but I didn't roll. I only rolled the 1, so sorry.
I'm just
I think
looking
you
at-
might have been better off preventing the bleeding on one of. I don't know.
Well, I think to stop the bleeding is something that you save for on the end of your turn.
Right, but I could also spend the piety to end a condition on a target that is ended by
Oh,
saving
okay.
throw. So I could have just healed one of you and ended the bleeding on you, but not heal the other.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So,
All right.
And I-
Well, that's
I
yeah.
just
Hopefully we'll make
I
our
needed
saves.
more than
Okay.
1 on that 1d3. So I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
Yeah.
Well, also, I'm just looking up how the save ends works.
Maybe we want to retcon
And
this
it's
then?
really it's really just you roll a d10 and on a 6 or higher it ends. So it's like just 50-50.
Oof.
Ah, damn it.
Mm.
Yeah, I mean
Yeah. Oh well,
Well, so
let's just move up.
yeah. Well,
Move on.
we'll do. Maybe I made the tactical bad choice, but that's the
Well,
choice
you
I
know
made.
what? You
Hey, it
helped.
happens.
You helped either way. Like one of
Yeah.
them,
Yeah.
which one was more helpful? Well, who can say? But in
Yeah.
any case, that makes it the blue goblins their turn.
Yeah.
Let's see what they do. I keep moving my. Let's see. So we've got the snipers here. They need to be within 10. Okay. Yeah, so I think they're gonna
Oof.
move up. Whoops. I'm on my ruler still. Tunk, tunk, tunk. Tunk, tunk, tunk. And since Silarimar has a little bit more cover from, behind their colleagues there, one of them's going to take a shot at Tulu and one at T.
Yep.
So against Tulu, it's a 14, which is 4 damage.
Okay.
And they didn't get an edge because they did move. So that would have been something I did before I rolled anyway. And against T, it's also a 14, so that's also 4 damage.
Okay. Well, that's not as bad as it could be.
And then we got one more captain here who...
Oh yeah.
Dunk, dunk, dunk. Hang on, so 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But then he's got a spear charge, just like the other ones did, which is going to let him go in, and I think he's going to charge Tulu
Yeah, makes
as
sense.
the healer. This is not the bury the point, though. He can't do that one because he's doing the charge action. So, double ones. Double ones. So that's a 4, which is still going to give him 3 damage.
Yeah.
That he'll do. But I think that's I think he dodges around the brazier and he gets into his charge, and then I think he actually just kind of like stumbles awkwardly, and he's still sort of like he manages to graze you, if only because he doesn't end up attacking where you were expecting, but I think he's like looks embarrassed. Okay, and so that is the end of that round. So we're back at the start of the round. Which one of you would like to go first?
If you roll, if the cleric dude, if you can remove some of can like roll your ability again and maybe get enough to end some bleeding, that might be.
Yeah, so I think
Okay. So what I would need
Tolu,
is
go
to
first.
roll higher than a 1 on my 1d3, because it spends
Yeah.
one pie. It would take me. Oh no. No, yes, I can do it.
Well,
I can do it.
'Cause
Go
you-
ahead and roll.
I can
Yeah.
get at
Just
least
to
one of
start.
you
Yeah.
on bleeding. So okay, so because I'm going first. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. One cleric dude. What do I got? I just got a 1, so I can only unbleed one of you. I'm gonna unbleed you, oh mighty
Cleric one?
warrior. Yeah.
Me?
Good.
Yeah, you.
All right.
Okay.
And you also get to use a recovery.
Okay. I'm
And
burning through them.
I'm
Oh,
going to
okay.
Yeah.
I'm tempted to move, but I think that just make things worse. So I will not move. I will catch breath and use a recovery of my own.
Okay.
Is there like a dodge action
There's
or
not
something like that?
a dodge.
Main action, defend. All ability power rolls made against you have double bane until the start of your next turn.
Okay.
Where
That
is that?
perhaps
That's a
That's
main
on-
action on the.
reference?
Oh, the
on
main action. So yeah, I couldn't have done what I
Mhm.
want. Yeah. Okay.
Oh, you're stopping the bleed as a main action?
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
Well,
yeah, I
just
couldn't have
want
done
to
it.
make sure.
Okay.
But
So yeah,
if
so that's
yeah,
yep. So that's me.
Okay.
it's worth it.
Boy, that first fight couldn't use a heroic versus. Now I can't. You get them fast enough. Crap.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so I think that these two goblin warriors, the purple group, is going now.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? I haven't been tracking malice. Let me think about this.
Balance of forethought.
I should be, so I should have a bunch because okay, we've only been through one round. So I had
Yeah.
1, and now at the start of this round, I gain malice equal to a number of heroes. So I have 4 malice. So let me see what I
boy.
can do with my malice. You're all excited, I'm sure.
Malice of forethought.
Yeah. Okay, let's see. So I have a 3 malice thing I can do, a 5 malice, and a 7 malice thing that I can do. So I think what I'm actually going to do is save it.
Oh, no.
And so
Oh, great.
so you'll see what will happen on the next one if it happens. So so that is just the purple goblins are going to do their attacks. same as before. So they're both doing their bury the point. Whoops.
Oh no.
Their bury the point move. So first against Solarimar, that's only a 6, which for the is 5 damage, and if your might is less than 0, you would be bleeding again.
Yeah, I'm not, but I'm not.
Yeah. And then against T, 16.
Ouch.
So that's another 6 damage, and if you weren't already bleeding, you would be bleeding again. You're not double bleeding.
That's good.
Yeah. Okay, so that's the purple goblin's turn.
Okay. So now it's our side.
Uh-huh.
So what are you two fighting folks?
All right, I think I should go next.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay. I'm gonna as a maneuver,
Mhm.
I'm going to mark the one directly in front of all of us.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
And I will use 3. Okay, I got 2 focus at the start of my turn. So I'm going to spend 3 on a concussive strike.
Ooh, that's exciting.
Oh,
What does that
that
mean?
is exciting.
Your precise strike leaves your foe struggling to respond. They could be dazed.
Okay.
Wait, you know what? I'm gonna do the concussive attack on that guy.
I'm sorry, I didn't see which one. Which one?
The
Okay,
one
yeah.
directly
Oh.
below me.
Gotcha. Mm-hmm.
All right, Captain. Okay.
That's a
Okay.
13. That's
Okay.
a tier 2, 9 damage, and he's dazed if his might is less than 1, which unfortunately probably not true.
That is one of the warriors, and his might is.
Oh,
There's a little hyphen, so I was sudden. Wait, so is that a? Oh yeah, know what? It is a -2.
Okay,
Yeah.
so he is dazed.
Okay.
I
Save
should have
ends.
worded
So and how much
guidance
damage
that-
was it too?
9 damage.
Okay, he is definitely winded, and he is dazed as well. So let's see. That symbol doesn't really read, but we'll remember. Okay, yeah.
Okay.
So he's not down, but he's definitely dazed. And you were not bleeding anymore because you were healed from bleeding.
Yeah,
And
and I'm going to take and did I declare a maneuver?
No?
No. Okay.
You marked.
That's right. I marked.
Oh yeah.
That's
Okay.
right.
Yeah.
Okay. So as a move action, I'm going to disengage,
Mm-hmm.
but my disengage allows me to shift 2 squares instead of 1.
Mhm.
So I'm going to go over here.
Okay.
Get behind me.
All right. So it would be the
That guy's
let's-
turn.
Blue turn.
yeah. Well, I was just the red guys and the blue guys could both go.
Oh. Yeah.
I think the red guys are gonna go.
Yep.
This guy's gonna come up here and attack Tulu.
Hello.
19.
Okay.
I'm going to use parry to have the
Okay.
damage.
Great. So that would have been 5 damage, but with a push 4. And so
How about also a feedback loop?
okay.
So that
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So let's we'll do that in a second. When we finalize how much damage is happening. So it would have been 5 damage with a push 4. The push 4 would have
Squished me against
squished you
T.
into T, which we established before. It slams into creatures. You would both take 4. Yeah. So it would have been 9 total, but we'll have that for the parry. And
Yep.
I'll go ahead and say that halves the push damage as well. I
Ah.
because I think the parry is softening the blow. It makes sense to
Yeah.
me that you're
Yeah.
not getting pushed as hard as well.
Yep.
Yeah. So it's not just me being easy on you. I think makes
Yep.
sense.
Okay.
So that means 2 damage for UT, and
Yes.
it would have been
9.
yeah. So like
So it'd be 5.
if we're all round, I think we're always rounding down though. So 4 damage
Okay.
for you, Tulu. But also we get feedback.
Yeah, and 2 damage. So 2 damage to that guy.
Okay, well that guy is a minion, and so that's enough that he his eyes roll back in his head, ears bleeding, and boom.
Yeah.
Good.
Like it's almost like a slightly delayed mirror effect where he has a hammer or something smash into Tolu, and like just a split second later gets hit the exact same way by psychic
Now,
force.
I hate to be the bearer of bad news.
Oh.
Mhm.
You just used a triggered action, which means
So I
you're
take
bleeding.
damage.
You take
Oh,
damage
yeah.
from bleeding.
So 1d6 plus your level.
Oh.
Oh no.
Oh,
Yeah,
no.
that's bad.
Oh
well,
boy.
we'll see what happens.
No, it is very bad.
Yeah.
Yeah. +1.
Okay.
3.
That could have been worse.
And so basically your winded is how negative you have to go to die.
Were you already negative?
I was at 2.
So you're
Okay.
minus.
So
Plus-
okay,
plus
yeah.
is
So
2.
you have to go. So you are dying,
Yeah.
but you can
God.
still keep fighting. It just
Yep.
means that you're dying and
You can't catch breath.
right.
Okay.
So you need to be helped. You are also still bleeding until you're
Yeah.
So yeah.
Oh,
So your turn is next.
So at start of turn you take a damage with your bleeding.
No. When you
No.
take a when you use a triggered action or when you use a main action, a triggered action, or make a test or ability power roll.
Yeah.
So you could take, for example, a disengage, which is a move action.
I think you could also though. Let's see.
I guess I thought at the start of your turn if
No.
you're bleeding.
No, that's not
Okay.
how bleeding works. Bleeding works
Okay,
is you
I
take damage
misunderstood.
when you do something, not just
Okay, so-
automatically at the start of your turn. However,
I'm gonna-
at the end of your turn, you'll have an opportunity to. Well, so okay, we're going to deal with that in a second. So, because we still have the red guy, it's not your turn yet.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Oh, okay.
So we haven't had the other red guy move. He is
Yeah.
dazed. However, he can still make his main action attack from where he is.
Yep.
So he's going to try to bury the point on you again there, Taylor. Gets a 12.
Yeah.
Which is 6 damage, and is your might less than 1?
No.
Okay, well then you are not bleeding.
That is good.
Yes.
Yay.
I am at 2 stamina.
Okay.
Oh,
So-
Jesus.
Yeah. So we also do now have T's turn, but T, as you are bleeding, you'll get an opportunity to save at the end of your turn, but I'm also just like, doing a main action would cause you to lose stamina, but I'm also just trying to think, you can't use the catch breath maneuver, but you could maybe use the heal main action, which would make you,
Yeah.
you would have to do the roll to how much you lose, but then you could spend the recovery or make a saving throw. You know what?
So,
I would
okay.
allow that if you use your main action to heal, to make the saving throw to stop bleeding.
Can you
Okay,
use a heal
Well,
on yourself?
Very
as
first thing I'm gonna do,
Mm-hmm.
move action to disengage and get up here.
Okay. So, yes. Okay, that
Right.
works.
Okay, and then I can do a heal action.
Well,
heal main
so
action.
yeah, heal main action
Choose
can
an adjacent
be done
creature.
to spend a recovery or make a saving throw. I'm going to say that you can do it to yourself. I don't see any reason why you wouldn't be able to. And then, but so here's the trick: is the sequence of events here, because normally you would lose stamina equal to 1d6 plus your level after the main action is resolved. Okay, after it's resolved, which means that if you use your action to let you make
You
the
end the
saving
bleeding?
throw, well, you can't just end the bleeding. You can either
Well,
expend a recovery or you can make the
Yeah.
saving throw. If you succeed on the saving throw, then you stop bleeding, at which
Okay.
point,
But he's
But-
dying. But she's
oh, yeah,
dying, so she's
right.
bleeding anyways.
right, so you need to get above 0 stamina or you're going to be bleeding no
Okay.
matter what.
Right. So you
So-
need to spend a recovery.
But
Yeah, that
the
sounds-
risk here is that you could theoretically, from the reaction, from the bleeding, you
Go
could
back on the
lose
0
more than
again.
your, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I
It's
guess
a risk.
yeah, but I mean, yeah.
Well,
Well-
it's less likely. That's
You know, I
slightly
mean, the
less likely
alternative
than
would be
otherwise,
to,
so-
just keep plowing ahead, but you don't want to. Yeah. So in any case,
Yeah,
yeah.
Yeah.
Tell me
Okay.
what you're doing.
So if
I
I,
think you have to
if I
get above 0
take-
stamina before.
if I take no action, I'll just continue bleeding, right?
Unless I
Well,
can
somebody else
heal
might
it.
be able to heal you.
Yeah. So
I
you
could
could
theoretically heal you
yeah.
next turn.
So I think this would, like the way we would dramatize this, of course, is that, like you're bleeding, so you're not moving, you're just like holding there, going
Yeah. So I think I'm gonna roll the dice on the heal.
Okay. So if you do heal, you could make the saving throw, but you can't not be bleeding until your stamina is above 0.
Yeah. Well, I can use that to use a recovery, right?
Right.
Right.
Yes. And then you could you
And
would
at the end of
still
your
be
turn, you'll get a
bleeding.
save on the bleeding anyways.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So I think that makes sense, but it does
Okay.
mean that you'll spend the recovery and then have to do the 1d6 plus 1.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
I will take that chance.
Mm-hmm.
What am I rolling for the heal?
You get
it's-
1/3 of your stamina back.
Yeah. Yeah. You're just spending a recovery. There's no roll. You get
Oh.
1/3 of your stamina back.
Oh, okay. So
And
Oh,
then
and-
then for
okay.
bleeding,
Yeah.
you roll 1d6.
Does
plus
that
1.
change your calculus?
Yeah, because
no,
you're
actually, actually it doesn't.
because
so
your max stamina
that-
is 18, so it means you
Yeah.
get 6 back for getting the recovery, and then
Okay.
average of how much you'll lose for bleeding is probably less than that.
Yeah. Okay. So. 3.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm no longer.
And now
I'm
at the end of
still
your
under-
turn, you can make a save against the bleeding.
Okay. All right. So you are now above 0, and
Yeah.
you can roll 1d10.
Go ahead and do that.
Aha! It was 6 or higher, so you are also no longer bleeding.
Excellent.
Oh. Wow.
Yeah.
I am.
Okay. You got lucky. Good job.
Okay, so it is now blue team's turn.
Yeah.
Um,
Blue team. Yeah. Oh God.
yeah, we
Oh,
got
boy.
these 2 archers here. They're
Yeah.
within 10, I think, still of because they have the
Yeah.
clearest shot on Solarimar, so they're both going to fire on you.
Okay.
I keep rolling 2d10 plus 2. I mean, it's almost every roll for these guys.
Hmm.
Yeah, so the first one is a 13 to hit, and then an 11. So that's a tier 1 and a tier 2. So that is That is a 2 damage and a 4 damage for you, Solarimar.
Okay.
And they moved again, which, I need to keep remembering that, like, if they don't move, they get an edge on their attack. But they did
Yeah.
move.
Yeah.
So, but we also still have your marked
Yep.
Goblin Captain who's going after you, Tulu.
Yep.
Tulu,
Yep.
Because you're right there. Whoop.
Right there.
I keep closing the Roll20 and then it makes it drop off the stream. All right. Oh boy, that's only a 6. So that is for his bury the point. That's 5 damage, but you would only
Okay,
lose bleeding.
that'll put me at -3.
Oh boy. Okay.
Oof.
All right. So you are bleeding anyway. You're
I
dying.
am
bleeding. Yeah.
I am dying.
Mm-hmm. All right. See.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm gonna put the little streak on there. All right, but that is the end of the round. Wait. Yes, that is.
Yeah, it's the end of the round.
Yeah. So it's the start of a new round. Any one of the 3 of you can go.
Mhm.
Okay. See. Perhaps perhaps
The dying
Talermo, you
cleric
should,
tries to heal himself.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that might be a good option.
Cleric, heal that
Yeah.
And then if you do well, maybe
yourself.
move back.
Roll your piety. See how good you can.
Yeah. That's okay. So where are you two standing as far as stamina?
I am.
I'm at 21. I'm fairly good.
I'm
and
at
you're-
2.
Okay.
So I'm winded, but I'm not bleeding or dying.
You're not
Did
dying
you roll for
like
your piety gain?
I'm about to do so. All right, 1d3. Big bucks, no Emmys.
Oh,
Good God, I cannot catch a break in this game. Okay, so I have one. So I have one piety, and okay. So healing grace doesn't require. Okay. Healing grace doesn't require a piety, but
You
if I
just-
spend piety, I can get better. Okay, so I'm going to spend that piety on myself,
Mm-hmm.
and I will use 2 recoveries as a result. So that will give me.
you can normally do it, spend a recovery, and then you can also spend a piety to do an additional recovery.
Right. So that puts me up to 9.
Okay.
Now
Now
I can't-
because now you need to do your 1d6 plus 1 for doing an action while you're bleeding.
oh right.
But
Oh God.
Yeah. Well, at least
Yep.
could have been
All right.
worse.
Now
you should still be positive.
Yeah.
you still be,
I'm
yeah,
still positive. But
Mhm.
okay,
no longer dying.
I can't move without getting attacks of opportunity from 2 people, which will bring me down. So I can't go anywhere.
Did you roll the
Um,
save on that guy who was dazed when he took his turn?
Oh, I didn't. To see if he would no longer be dazed.
Yeah.
I didn't. So let's see. I guess I
So
roll a
D10,
d10 for
yeah.
him, right? Yeah.
Okay.
So you can move.
If you take a
Moving
move action to
through-
disengage and
Yeah.
move to the right, the dazed guy won't be able to get you because he can only
but-
either move or
Right,
attack.
but Purple Guy would be able to.
Well,
that.
those 2 guys can move though, so they could get to you anyway.
They can get you
Yeah.
anyways. Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's the right play then. Okay, I'm going to shift to here
Okay.
with the disengage action,
All right.
and now I roll my same throw.
Yeah.
Right.
So dazed goblin's still dazed.
All right. Okay,
Look at
so I'm
that.
no longer bleeding.
All right. Look at that.
I'm alive. I'm above 0.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't able to spend anything for any of you though.
Yeah.
That was absolutely
Well,
worthless round.
you need.
Yeah.
You know what? Like you got to stay
You're
alive,
not
but
dying.
you also need to start putting some of these guys down.
I know,
Yeah.
but I
You know,
can't.
I
I
mean,
can't. I
you've
can't get a
You've been
turn to
making
do
progress,
anything.
but yeah, it's like okay.
Well,
Okay.
If I can go next, I have
But the
an
goblins go
idea on
next.
the-
Yeah, the goblins go
Right.
next.
Go ahead.
Move.
Go ahead and go next.
Mhm.
Yeah.
well.
Well, no, it's the
Well,
Yeah,
goblins.
well, yeah.
go
After the
next, yeah.
goblins take their
Yeah.
turn. Yeah.
So, yeah.
Here we go again.
I think.
Electric Boogaloo.
Hmm.
Oh,
Blue ones
yeah.
have already gone. So
No,
No,
they
this
went at
top
the
of the
end of the
turn.
last round.
Oh, okay, that's right. That's right.
So they could, so
Purple
I think
guys.
I also
Purple or
have
blue?
my, I have enough. I had 4
Malice.
malice, and now I got 3 more.
Oh, well, here's your chance to use some malice and see how that works.
Yeah. Well, I also don't even have to limit myself to the 5 malice option. I think there's a 7. Yeah. Um.
Oh
Oh
no.
boy. Let's see. Um. Oh boy.
Oh no.
Yeah. You know what? I'm spending 7 malice for Swamp Stink.
What's that?
Oh no.
The encounter
Oh.
mist is covered in green mist. Encounter map is covered in green mist that lasts until the end of the round and which can't be dispersed by wind. All areas of the map are difficult terrain for non-goblins, and each non-goblin on the map makes a might test.
Now?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh boy.
So, okay, what is a might test? A roll?
It
What
is,
did you
you
say?
know,
Roll
it's,
2d10 plus your might.
yep, exactly. So a 16 is you are weakened for this round until the mist disappears. Weakened means takes a bane on
Bane
power
on
rolls.
power rolls.
Yeah.
Okay.
Looks like Tulu also weakened. Same deal for that 11. T, I'm afraid you're going to take 5 poison damage.
Oh
Oh no.
no! No!
Yeah.
Oh.
And you are weakened.
Oh
Oh
no!
jeez.
T goes down again.
Yeah.
Well,
Well, dying
I
again.
Yeah.
yeah. So uh I am minus minus the 3 right now.
Ape.
Um,
Ah,
so I'm going to say, I'm actually going to go ahead and give the red goblin the turn, and dazed as he is, he kind of like jumps ahead unwisely. And so he moves, but actually can't do anything else, and then ends up
Right.
right there.
The GM is merciful. Because I think
Okay.
the GM could have killed one. He could
Well,
have
you know,
wiped out the party this round.
See, Solarimar keeps trying to say, "Get behind me," and then you all don't, and then you end
Well,
Well, I
up
couldn't
taking-
move.
yeah.
I'm being
I
stabbed.
wish
I know.
for-
I'm just saying that tactically, I think
Yeah,
the
he gets
idea of
a-
get behind
at
me
the end of his
isn't
turn-
working.
at the end of
Yeah.
his turn, he gets a save.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Oh yes, thank you. Okay, and yeah, so he is no longer dazed now.
Okay.
But so now it's one of your turns, and I
Cool.
might advise Solarimar to not continue to let Tulu tank all these hits.
I mean, I mean,
I'm just saying. I know,
Yeah.
I know what the plan was. I'm observing how the plan has so far not
So-
went the way you hoped.
um, as I will use a recovery as a maneuver.
Mm-hmm.
And I will smack the guy between right there, the red guy.
Yeah, he is definitely winded already. You might put him down.
Yeah. And I got enough for another concussive strike.
Uh-huh.
Because I gained 2 at the start of my turn, so
Well, that guy looks like probably any hit's going to put him down. The guy with the red dot. So you could potentially save the special ability if that's the one you want to get rid of.
okay, yeah, let's do that. I've yeah.
All right. 17 will
so-
definitely do it. He had three
Okay.
stamina left. So yeah, you kill him.
Yeah, and I'll step into the gap there.
Yeah. That's a
Step
whole
over his
group
body.
too off the turn order too.
Yeah, which is a
Yay.
big thing on the action economy
Yeah.
there.
Great.
Unfortunately, is one that had already had their turn this round, but
Yeah.
yeah, and
All right.
yeah, next
All right. So,
maneuver, move, and attack.
Yeah. I think the purple guys are going to go.
Mm-hmm.
The They're doing their.
They're doing their
I
point
should. Oh, you know what? Okay. I want to apologize to all you. I just realized that the bury the point move requires malice to do, and I haven't been doing it that way. So here's
Okay.
what we're gonna do.
Well, I think you've had enough malice to use.
I was just gonna
each time.
say, cancel the green mist, the swamp stink. So say that didn't happen. You can take your 5 poison back, T. You're not weakened.
Okay.
So
And I didn't roll
Solar Mar-
weakened on my attack anyway.
and neither
so.
Tula. Yeah, so we forgot to do that. So we'll just cancel that because we'll say I've been spending that when I've been making that attack because I've been just having them do it, and I was just
Yeah.
realizing that I
Yeah.
should have been having to spend my
Okay.
resource for that.
Okay.
So-
He's
that
alive.
that changes so much.
Yeah.
Oh.
So what it means then, though, is they still can do their spear charge attack, which does do damage, but it doesn't have that same risk of bleeding. So one
Yeah,
against
they don't-
Silaramar. Oops, that's not the right. Not the right roll. There we go. So
Oof.
that's 20, which wouldn't be a crit, but it is still a tier 3. So tier 3 for that one is 5 damage, which, as a reminder, is the minimum. That's the tier 1 damage if for the other attack.
Yeah.
So 5 damage for against Silaramar, then against Tulu. This is 15, so I believe that's 4 damage. Yeah.
Okay, I'm down again.
Oh boy.
You're not down. You're just dying.
I'm dying again. Yeah, I know.
All
I'm dying again.
Okay, but that's the end of their turn, and so I think T went first this time, right?
No, Tulu went.
Tulu.
Okay, yeah, Tulu went first. Okay, sorry. So T, you're up.
So, for my kinetic grip,
Mhm.
can I choose what direction I hurl a foe?
I believe so. It's just a slide, right? Yeah. So
Yeah, slide.
yeah. So you
Okay,
can just
so-
choose which. I believe that it looks like if you are strained, you can vertical push, but otherwise it's just you
I
push them in
must
any
ver-
direction.
vertical push.
Noticing there is a fiery brazier in the room.
Right.
Well, I was actually thinking of basically knocking the 2 archers together.
No, well, hey, whatever you want to do.
Well, now,
they're minions,
Now,
so
dude,
that-
before you decide what to do, if
Mhm.
you attack the focused guy, if you attack the marked guy, I can let you spend a recovery.
You know what?
So throw
That's
him into
probably
the
a better
brazier.
idea. I'll
Okay.
go ahead and attack the mark guy with
Okay.
it.
So go ahead and make your roll to see how far you can slide him.
Before I do that, just so I remember, okay, that's 1. And there.
Oh boy.
Nice.
19,
Okay.
so that is
8 and prone. So I assume you're going to push them into the brazier. Yeah? Tell me if you're not. I mean,
actually, I was thinking
I don't know why you wouldn't, but tell me.
I was thinking blue into purple, knocking them together.
Yeah, I guess you could. Yeah. That's fair. Sure. Yeah, okay. So cuz then it's they both take the damage. They both take 1 damage for
Each square of movement that they can't go. Yeah.
which is 8. So they're going to both take 8 damage. That's not going to put either of them down, but it's going to,
Significant.
And I will
hopefully.
spend a focus so that you can spend a recovery.
Okay, so
Good.
Okay.
yes, that's very good.
Those are both winded now.
Yes. Okay,
All
I'm
right.
slightly better.
Okay. So,
Okay,
yeah.
You know what? I'm gonna for my so I can take a catch breath maneuver, right?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay, so first I'm gonna do a disengage to get a little more distance, and then a catch breath maneuver, and that is my turn.
Okay. Because the blue guy is going now. So we have the one that's up there
Oh,
by
and
yes.
at least the blue guy is prone. The blue captain.
Yes, he would be prone.
So
However,
need to
it's
make a-
it's only a maneuver to stand up, so
Okay.
I think he will do that. And then, but yes, you're right though. He would be prone. He does need to stand up, and so once he does, he's going to do his spear charge move against Solarimar. That's a 15, which is going to be 4 damage. And then our 2 sniper boys, they're I think one is
Pew pew.
one is going to shoot Solarimar, and one is going to shoot Tulu because you're right there.
I'm right there.
They both get
Oh.
an edge on it because they're because they
they didn't move.
Okay. So the first one got a 13, and then a 17. I guess. So against Solarimar, the
13 and
the
17
13
against-
is 4 damage, and then
Okay.
against Tulu is 5 damage.
Right.
How negative are you?
I'm -5.
Okay.
I think I am going to. I think. I don't
So I
know if
believe
can
that's
s-
the end of the round again, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
And actually, let's see. I didn't do it. My reaction for I didn't do a trigger action yet, so I think I do that for the one that hits. Well, doesn't matter which necessarily matter which one that hit.
Well, if you do it against a minion, you can knock him out
Yeah,
immediately.
like
Wait, so what is this? This
so
is the,
my feedback.
okay.
Feedback loop.
It's
Feedback loop.
ranged 12, and it's triggered 1
Yeah.
creature. Yeah.
So we
Okay.
can-
Yeah.
So
So
So-
it would make him do take half damage, which would be 2, but that's enough.
Yep.
All right.
Okay.
That's worth doing. Yeah.
Yeah,
All right.
and it
So-
doesn't risk stamina
Yeah.
this
so
time.
new round.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay.
The 2 adjacent to you are winded.
Right.
The one
so,
adjacent to Tulu is not. That one hasn't been hurt.
Tulu, do you want to try and help yourself first before they get an action, or
Well. Here's the thing. I'm at -5. I roll piety. If I roll a 1 for, if I
But
could
also,
use,
if you take more damage, if you
Yeah.
get to -9, you die.
I'm dead.
Yeah.
So
How about this? I
Go
can do a. I can. If I go, I can do a heal roll on Tolu. I can.
Wait, but
I
wait,
can attempt to heal.
but what's the odds of that? Is that
well,
actually?
no,
mean,
that
heal
means
action,
you just
that's
get you just take a recovery.
Mhm.
Use the recovery. Yes.
But that takes away the action economy of you hurting them.
Yeah.
So
Let me see if I can whittle this down a little here.
Okay. Yeah. You can have you do
Okay.
your.
So I'm going to
Yeah, so
attack
you're
the
gonna
guy
go first.
with the mark.
Okay.
That's a 15. I'm using a regular strike. I'm using, you know what? I'm gonna use a protective attack. Yeah, I'm gonna use a protective attack.
Okay.
So that's 10 damage. And they're taunted.
Well, they're dead.
Okay.
One of these days, one's going to actually be taunted. But
Yeah, and I will use the I'll use a reaction, a free reaction, to mark the remaining sniper.
okay.
Um,
All right.
Hey, that'd be a thing. It's like get,
Mhm.
have a, totally goes after the remaining sniper and just
Mhm.
and
Well,
Gets to
enraged
recover.
by you killing his captain, the sniper is going to attack you, Selimar, with his
Okay.
edge for not moving. But he only gets a 10, which I believe is only 2 damage.
Okay. Got it.
But that is the blue goblin's turn. So
Mhm.
now it's a hero turn.
Now, and remember, if you attack him and do damage, you can take a I can spend a focus so you can take a recovery.
Yeah. Tolu.
Wait a minute. But I can't attack. So no,
Because
no,
Tulu's bleeding. If he
I'm
uses
yeah, I'm
main
at minus
action,
five.
then yeah.
Yeah, I'm
he-
dead. I'm dead.
Well, you
now.
can get
What
you
no,
can
right
get a recovery from
right. Okay, so this guy here is untouched, and he's going to just
Well,
skewer
so
me and
okay,
probably kill me next action,
you get
barring anything.
disengage.
Right. Barring any. Well, I can disengage and move 1 square, and that puts me just but and he can still stab.
I mean, I
I'm
guess
trying to figure out how not to die here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Well,
So
I honestly, I think that I mean, I guess you. I'm not going to tell you guys what to do. I guess I don't necessarily know for sure what's best. Some of it depends on the rolls, right?
right. I mean, if I do well in the
But
pioneer,
so you or
myself.
Tulu either of you could go next.
right.
I think if T goes,
If T
first-
goes next, I probably die. So because this guy stabs me, if he does 4 damage, I'm dead.
all right. Do you have a ranged ability?
But I can't use it because I will bleed and die.
But you'll get a recovery before
Yeah.
then because the bleeding only happens after it resolves.
Hey, Nobilis, you
Yes.
keep leaning way over to the
Oh,
side so
sorry.
that you're not on the camera. That's okay.
I have a
Alright.
ranged ability, but
you will get if you
You'll-
use the range ability on the minion, you'll get 6 health, 6 stamina back.
Mhm.
but then I will
Well,
immediately
you'll lose
bleed.
some of it from bleeding, but
Right, then I'll
probably the
immediately-
odds are against you losing as much as you have gained.
No, but I'm at -5, so I get 6. I get 6 health from the
So you'll be
from the thing.
positive
I'm
1.
at +1. The bleeding will put me dead again, dying again.
Well, but the point
But-
is you won't be at
And-
-5.
Well, I'd be at -1, so that might actually be the best
Yeah.
best play.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Yes.
I mean, that's why
how I
I
avoided dying
made it
before.
an easy guy.
Oh, and I could actually use it. I could actually. Oh no, I can't do that. Wait a minute. Okay, so
Well,
so
you got to roll your piety first, right?
right, I gotta roll my piety first.
Roll good.
I actually
There
got a
you
3,
go.
Hey!
but I'm not sure. Yeah, I mean, I could burn all the piety on myself.
I mean, there's not that many guys left.
right. Yeah,
Yeah, actually that'd probably be a better idea.
if I just burned all my piety on myself, I would. I could get myself above 0 and probably not die.
Mhm.
Okay, that's what I'm going to do.
Yeah,
okay,
because you could spend 1 to just end, like, to get
Right.
you, one
Right,
recovery
right.
to get you above 0, another to end the bleeding.
right, and then a third one to go again. Right,
Yeah.
so that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to spend
Okay.
all my piety, so I will be at 1-7 and not bleeding. Right,
Okay.
that used 3 recoveries. I'm down to 1 recovery.
Mhm.
And I will take the disengage action and go to
Well, it wasn't the was
Disengage move.
disengage move. Right, this could move here.
Yeah.
He might come in and try to stab me anyway, but we'll make him work for it. But okay, so I am not dying and I'm not bleeding.
Okay.
That's the end of my turn.
All right. I believe the purple guys have not gone.
Right, it's
He
purple
has
guy's
not gone.
turn. Right, this is
Yeah.
why I was worried about.
Sure. Well, I mean,
Them
you've
killing me
put
next.
yourself in a place where the more dangerous threat is now like more accessible. So they're both going to come in to Salermar, and
Okay.
I think that
Sorry, Salermar.
It's all right.
I think I have enough malice for one of them to do the bury the point.
And I'm going to use a parry on that one.
Okay, well, so I'm rolling that one first. That's only a 9, so you don't have to worry about bleeding, because you would only be at risk if your might was less than 0.
Okay. Well, then,
And it's
if we
going to
only
be only 5 damage for that one,
okay,
which
I'll
is the
take
max
that.
the other attack can be damage anyway.
Yeah.
And then the other one is going to also get a 9 and only do 3 damage to you.
Okay. And I will parry the first one, so I only
Okay.
take 2 from that one.
All right. Okay. So now it is T's turn.
Okay. Can I move through the space of allies?
Yes.
Okay, so I will go ahead and
Wait, what do you wait, where are you going?
I'm going to move in front of Salerno.
Isn't that
And,
Salerno.
Salerno?
Yeah.
Wait,
Salerno.
do you think that's wise putting you in the melee range of those two guys?
Are you trying to
Well,
get in range to do something?
I'm
Yeah.
going to do a burst.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
That makes sense to me. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so do that and my 30, just because that's a good idea. And so here's that.
Okay.
16.
16.
That's 5 psychic damage, push 1 for both.
Okay. 5. And then hitting into the immovable wall is 2 plus the movement, so it's another 3.
So
And then this
8.
guy, 5 plus the another 3, so that one gets killed.
Yay.
Good.
So this guy is definitely winded now, and the other one is dead. All right. Anything else for your turn?
Let's see.
I should never too late. I keep
And
forgetting my triggered ability, but I've not been above 0 a lot to use it.
I
Too late.
think. Yeah, I think that's it.
All right.
Because, like,
Well, it's the start of a new round, which means
Yeah.
I get 3 more malice, but
Yeah.
it's also you guys start the round again. The action economy is a bit back in your
Yeah.
yes.
favor now.
Can I go?
Yeah. Go ahead.
All right. Concussive strike against purple guy.
All right.
Spend 3 focus. That's only a 10. So that's 7 damage dazed if his might is less than 0.
He had 7 hit points or 7 stamina.
Okay.
Okay. Now it's
Yeah,
blue
it was
guys.
certainly concussive.
He is permanently dazed.
Yeah. He stays there. He stays permanently. All right.
It was a concave. All right. So, are you staying where you are?
I'm gonna step in front of T.
Kind of what I was thinking there. All right. So it is now this remaining goblin sniper
Mm-hmm.
looking around and thinking, for Queen Bargnot.
For the
He's rolling with
queen.
an edge. Yeah, it's a 17.
Oh, God.
So he does get to do a grand total of 5.
How are you
Harry.
doing?
Solarimar.
Which becomes 2 because I use parry.
Uh-huh. Can you
Think.
parry a ranged attack?
It says creature deals damage to the target.
Okay. Yeah. All right.
Um,
Sure enough.
If the target is you, or if you end the shift against the target takes half damage.
Okay.
I would recommend Tolu take that one out so he can get a recovery from it.
Well, I mean, we're going to be able to take recoveries for free after this anyways.
Theoretically.
There,
Right.
okay.
Yeah. So in any case, figure it out. Pick one.
Well,
Go
so
ahead, T. Why don't you finish them off?
Mind Strike.
Okay.
And that is
Mind spike.
Mind spike, yes.
Not my.
Mhm. Yep.
That is,
That's gonna
yeah,
do it.
yeah.
Guess
Okay.
what, you guys?
Get another victory.
Yeah.
Yay.
We get a
So,
victory.
But like I said,
But at a
doesn't.
high cost.
well,
Yeah.
so, well, I mean, you guys have a small party, so like, even though we
Yeah.
reduced the total number of enemies, it's still,
Yeah.
so,
Like
yeah,
I could just see how more characters, even like
oh yeah,
more
yeah,
characters, different types would
mm-hmm,
actually reduce it.
yeah. So, you do get another victory, at least one. I
Yeah.
was just trying to see if there was something that said that anything different happens. No, I think, yeah. So you are, yeah, you get at least another victory. So
Okay.
here's the thing that would be the dilemma, right?
Mhm.
Is that a respite in this game is not just 8 hours long, like a long rest. It's 24 hours in a safe place.
Oh, yeah, we are
Oh,
not in a safe
okay.
place and we don't have that time.
Yeah.
And Violet is still kidnapped.
Right,
Yeah.
exactly.
So that's that's a dilemma, right?
Right.
Well, I think as like kind of one thing that T at least would want to try and do is study the frescoes
Mm-hmm.
if possible.
Sure. So I think we're close to 10, so we can do a little bit, but we're probably not gonna. We're
Yeah.
certainly not gonna do like another combat.
Yeah, I figured. Yeah, a roll
Right. But
if
yeah,
necessary.
while you're in here though, do you have the
Mhm.
history or magic skill?
I have magic. Yes.
Okay, you can
I have
make
magic too.
you can make a reason test.
A
Okay.
reason.
Reason.
And add your +2 for the magic skill. You could both make that roll if you want.
I'll take it a shot.
Nine?
19.
Oh, 2d20.
Okay.
I roll terrible anyway.
Wow.
All right. Well, so T recognizes though
Yeah.
that these frescoes, as I previously described them, that show starving, wounded humans drinking from an ornate silver chalice and turning into powerful, healthy warriors who battle a horde of demons. And you recall, lore, that the cup that this is referring to was lost before the fall of the Galian Empire more than 1,000 years ago. That is said to be magically sealed in the tomb of a Kalian knight who used the cup to turn back an incursion of demons.
Yes. And I'll just say that all out as a say matches the story the goblin said.
So I'll also point out, though, that if the heroes search through the bedrolls and such,
Yeah.
they find a pouch that the Jagged Edge goblins stole from an alchemist long ago. It contains 3 healing potions. 5 ounces of cosmary leaves and a recipe in Kalian that describes how to make a healing potion and counts as a project source for that item, which means you could
Wow.
spend downtime projects on it.
Wow.
So healing potions. Let me see what the treasure for that is, because it's in a handout that I didn't give you. What? Oh, this is not what I wanted. Here we go. Healing potion. What? I'm trying to read
sorry.
something. Give me a moment.
Go ahead.
I have too many Adobe tabs open, and it is making my life difficult. A healing potion. When you drink this potion as a maneuver, you regain stamina equal to your recovery value without spending a recovery.
Nice.
So you have 3 of those. You have the ingredients necessary to make another one. You have also the
recipe.
The recipe. So basically, if you did a respite and spent, one of you worked on that as a downtime project, if you got 45 project points, you would make a healing potion.
Ah.
And Kalian, is that like kind of the standard language, or
I
I
mean,
guess
it's just a name, and it's just like a
well,
country name in this
I
setting.
guess I'm wondering what language are we speaking?
Oh, it's not a language. It's like it's the empire that was three empires before this one.
Okay, so
It's
not
it's not
everybody knows it.
I speak it, so don't worry about it.
I do too.
okay. I'm just
Right.
saying that like I'm not okay.
Yeah, and I need to go.
Okay.
I really
yes.
need to go.
All right. Well, also, yeah, I need to go. But I was trying to just, say though that I think where we will leave our heroes here is in the difficult dilemma of recognizing that although you have defeated these goblins in this outer chamber, surely there's more to this. You have not even found where Violet must
Violet is.
be.
Mhm.
And who knows what could happen in 24 hours if you were to leave to recover.
Right.
But then again, it's also theoretically possible that if you
That we've already
so
defeated the bulk of their forces.
well, no, I was going to say that you could end up in a situation where you have some allies come to help.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. But I think that's where we will leave it. So just briefly, but like I know we're signing off in just a moment. But what did y'all think? I know we're learning the system, but what do you think about draw steel combat?
I like it. It is definitely something that like you have to uh you have to judge tactics.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's a much more tactical game than Dagon
Yeah,
was.
definitely.
But I think it's a little, and I can definitely see how they're reacting to certain things in D&D.
Mm-hmm.
That this is the way it is because of D&D,
Mm-hmm.
not because like this is, this was not designed in a vacuum.
Oh, no, yeah, for
Nor
sure.
could it have been. But the I can definitely see some of the design elements that MCDM has done for D&D style stuff in the past showing up here, like minions.
Mm-hmm.
And but yeah, the positioning definitely seems to matter a lot more with so many abilities
Mhm.
having to do with, moving other creatures around on the battlefield and also, being in range to help people and that kind of thing.
Yeah.
But I'm just worried about what happens the first time we're up against somebody with a fireball. That's all.
Well,
Boom.
so
Yeah.
the other thing I was just realizing that I was doing a little bit wrong is the minions. It's not just as simple as they take any damage and they and they die, because minions are specifically a group of minions, which means that they have essentially 5 hit points, which means that, for example, if you hit one of them and do 10 damage, it does kill 2 of them.
Right.
Oh,
Okay.
that's
and
very
so,
fourth edition. Yeah.
yeah, so it's possible that there was a couple of those scenarios where like a hit on one of them would have actually taken out some of the others, but we're learning.
We're learning.
Yeah. Ooh, that definitely makes my feedback loop real interesting. Ooh.
All right.
Oh
So in
man,
any
that
case, though,
yeah.
we will maybe revisit this game at some point in the future, if we're in another situation where we don't have everybody for one of our other games. But in the meantime, though, thanks for watching, everybody, and we'll be back with more adventure on so many levels.
So many
So many
levels.
levels.